couple of shots across, and then either move over to radio tower or low ground in some cases, depending on whether they're bringing like snub noses or the like. Team one side, I have seen some guys rotate around to like C5. There's been a couple of cases where teams have just rotated around to C4 and just brawled around there. It's usually ended pretty poorly, but yeah, we'll see what we see.
We will see what we will see. Because these guys, just checking that they are ready to go. And they're all here. Everyone's here. Right. Oh. Let's get into it. Drop number 1, the 2v2. Blue balls versus blue balls.
Nice.
Okay.
Blue balls versus blue balls. Is that something for McCleary's Manjana?
Alrighty. Have a look. See. Oh. So for smoke adders here, we have 2 ER pips on the blackjack. Ooh, what am I doing? And 3 ER peep Veagle, pretty standard long rangey. What do we have on the blue side? Three ER peeps and 2 ER peeps. Okay, so this is a pure mirror match, basically.
Well, and it makes sense. Like, you know, as was pointed out earlier, there was a couple of teams who tried out with snub noses. Your range is so short, your heat's not really that efficient. Another team tried out with heavy PPCs, and well, you can neutralize that just by rushing it.
Very interesting. It's going to take a little while for these guys to work out what's going on. The high div teams are a little bit more careful with map awareness and what's going on, and a little bit more cagey, understandably.
Well, and Cammy's got plenty of experience on Bucket Hill. Like 2016 Worlds, like that was where he was designated to play in the Weimar. So he's well and truly familiar with playing from there.
Yep. And I'm just seeing Judas in there. There's a buy this week, so something relating to a buy. I don't know how exactly that works in this leaderboard, to be terribly honest. So maybe we'll come back to working out the gaps in the leaderboard later on. Now, the Crossfire team is sitting pretty tightly together, whereas the Smoke Adder team is quite a bit more spread out here at this stage. And Smoke Adder.
Well, to be fair, if you look at the positions they're in, you know, the CXF guys know that Bucket Hill, yeah, you've got pretty good overlapping fields of fire from there. You don't need to spread out too much. The Team 2 side is probably the weaker, in my opinion, just in terms of initial placement. Yeah. If you move, you can get to better positions, but as far as strength for trading from your starting point.
Okay, so we're almost watching some synchronized swimming here from Smoke Adders. Oh, look at the airplane! Oh, look at that! Right up near the airplane. Airstrike flies out, misses everybody together. Oh, is my stream dropping again? Oh man, sorry. Australian internet guys is being a massive pain in the ass the last week or so. So I do apologise for any dropouts. I can't control it. It's been perfectly fine for 9 months, and now, yeah, Aussie ISP shitting its pants again. So, is an airstrike on Cammy? Is it going to clip him? Oh, jeez, no. Oh, that could have spelled quite a bit of disaster. We've got Nakora here who's moved up on the side. Now, this is a bit risky, right? If SA just come and turn around and slap Nakora down, he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, and look at that strike placed right next to him.
Yep. Real big trouble here. Oh, it's an arty strike, not an airstrike. Oh, wow. Luck of the gods. Luck. Luck.
Oh, we all know how much you love strikes.
I hate strikes. I hate them. They're cancer. Now, lots of pop-tarting going on here. A little bit of, yes, it's very just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, is what it is. Now, so the SA team didn't quite take the advantage there of maybe focusing Nakoro out. Shots are slowly landing here and here. Not too much damage taken from the SA team. It's almost more that they've done more leg damage to themselves from pop-tarting than being shot at. I'm going to say it's probably going to be the same on the CXF.
I just feel like, yeah, Quintus is risking overextending here.
Perhaps. I I mean, he does have a nice little rock there, so... Oh, big shot there. Into the leg, though, of Nakoru by the look of it. Or was that the torso? Maybe the torso there. From Rick. And another airstrike out. Nakoru now down to 67. Another shot in his leg. Ooh, interesting. Cammy taking another beating here. Aquanis. Oh, the airstrike hit Oh, jeez. What was that? Oh, massive. Yeah, huge. Now he's open, nearly open torso as well. One more shot on that one and it's done. No doubt about it.
Cammy just took another shot from Rick.
Yep. Yeah, Rick trying to do some work here as best he can. Aquanatus is a little bit stuck there in that corner, but lays a solid shot on Nakoru, but does take some damage back for it. And now lost an arm, but doesn't lose the PPC because they're in the torso. Oh, Cammy, bang, double hit into the CT. That is huge for SA now. That is massive all of a sudden for SA. Nakoru, though, is creeping around the back here. I don't think Rick realized he was there. Oh, Nakoru misses a little bit. Oh, Nakoru down to 52 now, 50%. Very, very damaged everywhere. Cammy takes another shot. The arm, I think, and to the torso now. But Aquanatus, yeah, he's down in the red. Oh, he's open torso and very red on the other one. And Rick as well, open torso. Oh, I think whoever's going to land the next clean shot is probably going to dictate the win. Both mechs for both teams are absolutely knackered. Now, Rick is about to poke up here. Oh, gets a shot into Nakoru's leg, very important, and a torso shot on the blackjack. But Rick gets another shot back into him and loses the torso at the same time. So now only one peeps left on that Vapor Eagle. Ooh, it's getting very interesting. Now, Nakoru's legged and open CT now. No armor left. ERP for Aquanata still hasn't lost any to crits. Oh! XL Blackjack! XL 2-peep Blackjack! I did not expect that. Cammy takes him out with a torso shot. Oh, I thought that would have been LAV.
No, it makes sense when you think about how fast he was moving.
True, that's true. Oh dear. Oh dear. So, Crossfire team need to be careful here. Slowly. Rick's only got one peeps left, but a decent PPC shot is not going to take out Nakoru, but it could take out Cammy. But no, Cammy is LFE. He will live. No problem there. So Nakoru basically needs now to slowly move up here, which is what he's doing when he's legged, I guess. But,
Very slowly.
Very slowly. I mean, it is not inconceivable, though, with Nakoru, who really can't get out of the way or cause any problems. We could definitely get a few shots on him here.
Well, and this is probably where the strikes would have been better to hold off until now, because can't get out of the way of them.
Yep. Absolutely. So, we're looking here. Rick is still trying. He's trying his best. Oh, double shot at Rick there, and I think most of them missed him. Oh, but he gets out Cammy, though. Finishes off Cammy with one in the CT. Oh, no. One peeps versus two. Leg versus no leg. Sorry, three peeps versus one. Oh, dear. One good shot here from Nakoru. But Rick might be able to pull this off. I think he might. Nakoru is very, very weak here. So, oh, geez, I don't know how this is going to go. This is very, very close now. Oh, a rear shot there. Rear shot into Rick there. On almost the front ridge, maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, geez. Open CT, front and rear on Rick. Nakoru is weak on the torso. I feel like he hits the torso. Nakoru might even blow himself up with the heat right now. He's got to be riding that heat. Oh, there we go. The torso on Nakoru goes down. Now, Nakoru's got two peeps. He's going to be heat capped. This is a... Oh, there he does. He does. He does blow himself up. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Rick pulling it back in the end. Look at that. Oh, go through the damage numbers while I update the scoreboard, because I'm not going to forget today.
529 damage for Rick there. Aquinatus 168. Nagoro 423 and Cammy 128. So one thing interesting to watch from Nikoro's spectator view there are at least 3 shots where he was looking at CT and shot, and the shot just whiffed.
Yep. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I mean, I can see from my end that they went, from the high view, that they definitely went past, and it wasn't a case of it not registering. But yeah, the challenge that is sometimes the servers. They have actually been a bit crappy lately, not going to lie. They've definitely been a bit of a challenge to deal with lately. I'm having AC20s disappear, all sorts of weird business going on.
Hey, but let's just remember, yeah, AC20s, they don't need any velocity change. They're perfect as is.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Now, so that puts the SA team on the choice of side. Now, what are they going to pick? I don't know. Wait and see. Wait and see what they're going to pick here. Going to stay on team 2, or do they want team 1? I think it's more for the Crimson drop that it matters. All right, he needs a second. So what we'll do then, flick over to the next map, which is Forest Colony Classic. Draw, well, I mean, it is a light drop. I mean, you can draw a little bit. It's not going to be too much different other than
Well, it's light drop and
what we
a heavy.
expect.
And
Yep.
look, we've seen everything from Orion 2Cs, which tends to go disastrously badly for most teams who play them, through to Rifleman 2Cs who just sit back in the water and pelt all match.
Yep.
And if I had to, team 1 they've selected, so
Yep.
if I had to hazard a guess, I would say they'll send one mech out to water.
Hmm.
Probably around there. Rest of the team up to there and just control the cap. I mean, they may do something completely out of left field and just all go waterline and rush in.
Yep.
From the team 2 side, they've got a quicker run straight onto Kappa, but thinking in terms of let's grab the cap and back off doesn't really work in this lighter drop because the match is over so quickly, in particular this map, that you can just take control of the cap back.
Yeah, it's an interesting cap point, Kappa. I feel like if you try and take the cap, you do risk taking a lot of damage. Definitely risk taking a lot of damage going to this Kappa. Oops. Where am I going? Kappa cap point. What am I doing? Everyone. But this Kappa cap point can definitely be a little bit of a challenge in the light drop, especially. I mean, definitely we're going to see Team 1 send someone up, I think, definitely to this region for sure. And I think, yeah, we're going to see some water play, I would imagine, somewhere in these regions, or perhaps even over the back here in these regions. Maybe some range play. I don't know. You can also do some range stuff from here too. So we'll find out because the teams are slowly rocking into the lobby, little bit by little bit. And just for a reminder for the guys at home, it is 3 lights, 1 medium, and 1 heavy. And no lock-ons, so no streaks, no lerms, and no ATMs. So, yeah. Now we wait and see.
I love the fact that Dirty changed his name to Krasius Pesky.
Yeah, so Dirty Dish Soap has changed his name yet again for the 15th time, I think, this week, as he tends to do here. Now, there's not much else to draw there, really. Now we just kind of wait patiently and talk shit. That's...
What this match will come down to is who holds the nerve first. Like,
Yeah.
who exposes, prematurely, takes too much damage, and forces the other team's hand. Where they go, well, all right,
Yep.
they've taken a bunch of damage, now we can push.
Or maybe some 1 or 2 are scouting the edge perhaps a little bit too far while the team is already on the way to go and slaughter the other corner, perhaps. A little bit of map awareness can be a problem. Lighter drops. But as we've seen, generally the heavy mech gets focused down early, so I kind of think it's a little bit smarter to play your heavy add a little bit more of a range so that the entire enemy team, if they want to take out your heavy mech, have to essentially run through all of your lights and mediums and be screened all the way to get there. I don't think that's a smarter move if you're going to drop, 65, 70, 75 tons on a mech. Protect it. Put it a little bit further back, screen it, and then that way people can't dive it at 200 meters. If it's at 400 or 500, even 600, 700, you can definitely get a hell of a lot more damage out in that time. So...
Well, and that's where the Rifleman 2C's really come into its own in this map, because it's slow, it needs to sit back at range, it can just pelt.
Yep. And you can run full leg armor on it because you definitely do not need 1500 damage worth of ammo on it either. So it's not like you're skimping armor either and just going to get instantly legged or anything. If you position well, anyone running in is going to get hammered all the way rolling in. If you position well and there's not too much cover on the approach for the attacking dudes. So definitely a pretty good choice. Few teams have used it now, actually. Quite a few. Some to good effect, some to not so good effect. But we'll wait and see. Now, guys,
they may even go with two mechs in Alpha, if they end up going with that, or two mechs in Charlie.
Yep.
I reckon there'll be one light and the heavy. With one light going and scouting waterline to keep an eye out for a waterline push.
I'd say that's probably a fair bet with the Charlie Lance. I'll just go back to the map straight quickly here. Definitely Charlie Lance from one. Oh, I know, it's Bravo Lance. Team 1. Team 1 will be Alpha Lance, actually. Going to send someone.
Oh, not necessarily. Like Bravo and,
Oh,
they're all right next to each other, basically, so.
Yeah, that's true. Could do some sneaky stuff, put them in Charlie, and then still go to the water anyway. A little bit of mind games, not a lot. It does take an extra 5-10 seconds to get there, so it's not a lot, but just a little bit if you want to sort of go across this.
Like for the Team 1 side, the lances don't really matter that much. For Team 2 side, it does a bit because Alpha and Charlie both have to go uphill to get to where Bravo are.
Yeah, if you want to start in Bravo, you want to be going that side. You probably will start a lot of them in Bravo. And that's what CXF are doing. Funnily enough, they are, at this point, heavily stacked in Bravo. All of them.
Which, they may even have like a PPC summoner in Bravo if you tend to go over to that radio tower and C3 and just, overwatch from there.
Yeah, you could have a mech going up here. Could be more of a sort of a movement down to these regions, perhaps. Because, there's not anyone really in Charlie Alpha Lance at all at this stage, so there's not going to be a hell of a lot of this way business. So, interesting. Whereas, again, SA, most Bravo Charlie already locked in up here and here, and we might see somebody here, but I think we're going to go this way.
Oh, and CXF are locked.
Yep, CXF are locked. Oh, CXF are locked. Oh wow. Let's get at it. Pop them around here on the store bordery. And here we go. Once we load up and stuff, of course. Okay. Oh, jeez. Already see a Thanatos. Oh dear. What's happening?
They bring that Thanatos.
Heavy Gauss Thanatos. Unfearing, brawling, so an ER Peeps, LBX10, Veagle, medium pulse, Mistlinks, 5 medium pulse. I say this is an interesting deck for SA here. They are brawling with heavy Gauss Thanatos. That is very interesting. What do we have? Oh, bullshit. No way. Have Crossfire done the same thing? No, they've done LB20 instead of heavy Gauss on the Thanatos as well. What? Really?
Oh, apparently wrong road. We're on skirmish.
Oh shit. Oh fuck, I forgot to change it. God damn it. Fuck.
Professional cast.
Oh, I always forget to do that, man. It's giving me the shits. Interesting that Stillwater has a light tag on his mech though. Not sure why that's there. Maybe it's to cancel the ECM of the enemy mech? I don't know. Oh man. After all that, wasted some time. Sorry guys. Far out. It's twice I've done that in 2 casts now. The last 2 weeks. Giving me the shits. Actually gives me the shits when I do that. Oh, man. Oh, well. I'm assuming these guys aren't going to change mechs, and it'll be a nice quick redrop, so we'll see. We'll see.
Well, I mean, they do have the option to change if they want.
Yeah, they can if they want. Although, I mean, I don't... That's gonna happen, I reckon. Especially on a map like this. I mean, it probably... If it was drop 4 or 5 or something, it might be a little bit different, but... Probably not. Probably not. Got everything else right, too. Just that. Kills me. Okay, there we go. Now, the Koru is just loading in now. Had a little disconnect issue, maybe. But we'll find out. Wait and see. SA look like they're just like, yep, we're mans with plans, so we'll be all right. Okay, that's cool. The core is crashed by the sounds of it there. That's annoying. I think he might have died. Unless it's oh no, he's still there. No, maybe just a clone issue. No, that's okay. That's all good. He's back too. Don't need to muck around. Now we wait and see. This guy's going to change or not. I don't know. Find out in a second. 2. No, SA are ready. They're good. Imagine. 2 probably just going to lock back in as well. Yes. No. No. Yes. Interesting that it actually...
depends on whether Cammy's decided to go for a fucking smoke or not.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And also interesting that there's actually 15 tons difference. The Crossfire team are actually 15 tons heavier. I didn't actually realize that before the last game, so... Interesting. Interesting. Right, we're off and running again. All good. Nice quick turnaround, couple of minutes. All good. It happens. Oh, yeah. Now, we'll wait and see what happens this time around.
Now we get to see whether chat salts or not over in Twitch because they're playing update now.
So, yep, Smoke Adders haven't bothered to change any mechs. They're like, no, we're good. We're happy with what we have here. We have over this side. Yep, same deal. Everyone's like, no, we're good. We're happy with what we had. We've got a good idea. We've got a plan and we're going to win with it. So, that's good. Always like to see that.
It's very interesting seeing Nikoro bringing the dive bomber Genesis 2C.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. Very, very interesting. The old Jihad Jenna there. 6S for M6.
Yeah. And the Firestarter. I don't see much of it anymore because, well, why would you when you could bring a Vulcan most of the time? But I just, the Firestarter over an Irby K9.
Yeah, that's true. Now, Crossfire early snag here on the cap point. Very slim, but enough. Enough, that's all you want. Now, SA basically have to come forward at some point. Crossfire just need to be patient. That's all. That's pretty much it now.
Be patient and don't expose.
Yep, don't expose and don't eat strikes. That's probably the big one, is try not to eat any airstrikes. Definitely a problem if you start doing that.
I'm looking here and Cammy keeps clips around that corner, and if he keeps doing it, he's going to get shellacked at some point.
Yep, he's going to get hit at some point, or he's going to airstrike dropped on him or just behind him, and that will definitely cause a little bit of issues, but we'll wait and see. Airstrikes flying out everywhere. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. No airstrikes.
We've seen this missling sport a couple of times now, and I'm just not in favour of it, eh? Like, it just loses the arm so easily.
Yeah. Look, the mislinks is great, but if it gets disarmed, it's very much not great in a rapid rate of time. It's very a come in at the end kind of mech, not at the start. Definitely not at the start. Now again, an airstrike there behind Cammy. Again, he keeps picking that corner with LBX 20s, trying to see what's happening. Jenna 2C should probably be doing that. And actually, it did clip Nakoru, the airstrike in the end. It did actually clip him. So, Kemi drawing some aggro and an airstrike there behind him, and that then regging on his teammate. That kind of sucks a bit. But still, SA just patient and just happy now to let these caps keep climbing in the clan crossfittery department. Already up to 68 tickets. 2.5 minutes down. Okay. The Mislinks here is trying to harass Knives a little bit, but kind of like, don't really want to take that on. Because, well, you don't. Not yet, anyway. Later on, that's when the Mislinks sort of dives in a little bit later. Definitely not too early. You got to be careful with that. Again, Crossfire showing some very, very good patience here. And this is up to SA. This is all on SA now to make something happen. And they're going to have to do something about 140 tickets. Maybe 150 because this is a smaller map. They're going to have to do something. Okay, so they're starting to move up.
Oh, if this keeps going much longer with this holding, then I'm going to have to start channeling my inner Richie Benny. My inner Richie Benno.
This soap here is just constantly turning his fucking sirens on. He must be just like, just constantly flashing those Irby sirens there. And again, all we're having here is just single ERPPC trading from what is it? Who is it? Rick and Stillwater here. They're just literally just single peep trading. Not much is happening still. Now, we do have the lights, though, going into the tunnel. Oh, no, they haven't gone through the tunnel. No, they're backed out of the tunnel. Okay, they're backed out.
I think they actually went through the tunnel in order to lay that strike down.
Perhaps. Did it actually hit still water there? I think it did.
Yeah, for about 5%. Like, he was at 90% before, and now he's down to 85.
Yeah, yep. So Knives holding this corner pretty well. Again, Stillwater here, single peeps at a time, throwing out. I think Dish Soaps just took a little bit of airstrike. Oh, yes, he did. He did take an airstrike. Oh, dear. Too busy playing with his sirens. They're looking for the red smoke, like the Red Bull. Oh, dear.
I don't think he was playing with sirens. I think he was sitting there going, yeah, where's my unit invites? JGX.
And Cammy again taking another strike, already down to 78% and 76%, sorry, and hasn't done a thing. He just keeps picking that corner and drawing those strikes out from the enemy. But SA
Mad Cat took about 16% damage over time without mislinks. He went over to the cap point, didn't really get a lot done, and lost like a couple of percent there.
SA
and
moving in.
Moving.
SA moving in. I think they've sort of gone, well, we've run out of airstrikes, and it's 150 tickets. Now they have to go. SA have to go now. 5 minutes. 160 tickets. They have to come in and they have to win this fight. Actually kill all 5 mechs if they stand a possible chance.
Oh, Stillwater. 66%.
Stillwater took a heavy gauss then. I just saw that. I missed the damage on him though. Where is it? Open on the torso from the heavy gauss. Thanatos there. Unfearing Thanatos is taking a bit of damage, but nothing critical. Oh, Captain Cat taking a heavy gauss to the torso as well. Okay, so both mechs here for Crossfire are very, very weak. Heavy Gauss Thanatos doing some work there. And Crossfire
Knives
Thanatos.
goes down.
Yep, Knives goes down. And the LBX-20 of Kamikaze kind of can't do much. And a little bit out of the play here. Captain Cat getting chased. He's open torso. As is, what do we have here? We have Stillwater. Cammy is just waiting patiently here. Jumping up here and dropping some LBX-20 love into Unfearing. But he hit the CT. Cammy YOLOing in hard here. There's some light fight going on. The Mislinks is now in on Stillwater. Exactly the right time to go in. But the Koru Jihads, Mad Cat's Mislinks. It goes down. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Now, Cammy is at 29%. He's lost all his weapons there, so he's now a stick. Unfearing is super weak here. Open CT goes down to the Jenna again. The Jenna killing all sorts of stuff today. 163 tickets. The cap has been cancelled, but SA have not flipped the cap. They have to kill.
And Cammy goes and takes it back because he's a stick.
Yep, Cammy has taken the cap back. I don't think SA are actually going to be able to sort this out. Nakoru just needs to run away, and as does Cammy. Cammy needs to run. Yep, Nakoru's down, legged. Cammy needs to run away and basically hide because they have to kill him if they want to get all 5 cap points, which is exactly what SA are going to need if they are going to win this game. Oh, wow. 180 tickets. 180 tickets. I think that's going to be enough. I actually think Crossfire are going to pull out the win here. SA just a little bit too slow to the action. A little bit too slow to take the fight in. I mean, look at him. He's running as fast as he can. Fast as he possibly can.
Get your gingerbread man on.
And Judas is like, hang on, where's he gone? He's like, shit, where is he? Judas doesn't know he's gone to the tunnel. Oh, fruitcakes. SA can't win. I don't think SA can win from here now. It's done. Without killing. See, and we've got Dish over Judas both going for the cap point. They need to be need to have separated already. And Cammy hiding in the tunnel there. There is no way that SA could possibly win this game.
Power's down.
Yep, power's down. Yep. That's it. Win secured. Crossfire take the first big drop of the day.
This is an instant loss for SA now because they've they've capped 2 extra points while there's a max time on the field.
Well, I mean, they could. He could. The sirens are going off. He could be found here.
No, rules actually say if you cap 2 cap points, or 2 incorrect cap points while there's a mech on the field, you lose.
Oh. I thought you had, as long, if you didn't kill them all, you had to still go and kill them all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there we go. He did. But yeah, it's just not possible on the caps. Here we go. Rick is over here now. He's getting to Gambler, but he's not going to get there. Oh, hang on. He might get there in a time. For the caps, but yeah.
So, if 2 wrong points are captured by a team while there is still an enemy mech alive, and the match is deemed a loss for the offending team.
Yep. There we go. There we go. Rulebook. Rulebook. They needed to kill Cammy first before getting that 3rd cap point. Well, a lot of kills on the board though for SA. 5 kills. They get a loss, but it is a win. Crossfire with 2 kills. With 2 kills. 2 kills. Geez, what does that do for the scoreboard? I'll have to have a look in a minute. So Rick and...
So it becomes 7 points for CXF.
Rick and Unfearing there, 494 and 445 respectively, doing very, very good work there. Madcat coming in at the right time with the mislinks, but getting deleted by Nakoru at the same time. I came in at the right time, but got deleted. Maybe that wasn't the right time then, I guess. But Cammy there, 300. And overall, Crossfire a little low on the damage numbers there. But yes, SA unable to pull off the win there. Because they kept the wrong point. Wow, that was very close. Very, very, very close in the end. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
So now to swap teams and change map.
Yep. Swap over the teams. What map are we up to next? It is Crimson
Straight Epsilon.
Crimson Straight Epsilon. Okay. Swapped all the guys over here. We're off to Crimson Straight. Where are we? There's the Crimson button. Time of day. We want daytime.
So key thing here, Team 1 has a stronger position in terms of being able to secure Epsilon. The island is a massive power position on this map. It'll be interesting to see whether CXF brings something like a Health or Hellfire with a maxed out engine just to get to the cap point before anyone can.
Go to map strat. Draw it up. What do you think? What do you think?
Based on the patience we saw there, I think that Smoke Adders are going to go, well, we're just going to take the island and force the situation. We can put enough fire on to force them off a cap point. CXF will probably go through C5, C4 and hunker down around Epsilon and wait for Smoke Adders to commit to it, hoping that they can get the cap first.
Yeah, because you've got, I mean, you only traverse as Team 1 here through 1, 2, so 3 squares in total if you count it as 2 halves, whereas the red team actually has to go 1, 2, 3.5 squares plus a little bit more if they want to get a light onto the cap point. So the only way is Team 2 is to if Team 1 are going to rush the cap point. So if the Crossfire guys here go and rush that cap point ASAP, then they have to... Yeah, they have... This is going to be interesting if SA are going to try and hold the water. This will be very interesting. Very interesting. Interesting that they've opted for Team 2, because this was obviously a choice after winning the 1v1.
It may be more based around ladder maps, though.
Maybe. Maybe Mining Collective. There's a plan for Mining Collective. That might be the plan, perhaps. Now, the teams are just locking in, so that's cool. Crossfire already locked in. And then do 5 minutes for the other guys, and I'll do a little bit more doodling in a sec. Now, okay, back to map doodly. We have, so, they do, yes I do, oh gee, let's do the wrong colors. If SA do take the water here, you can also put a mech over the side here. They may elect to put a mech up here, maybe. I've seen some teams do that, not ideal, but does give you some shooting options down the lanes, actually, in this Delta 4 line, whereas if you're shooting this way, you got a lot of crossfire action. Crossfire action against crossfire. Actually not, I didn't think about it till I said it. And again, another strong point here is a mech up here, mechs out here, mechs in sort of this sort of little region here is always good as well if they're going to defend the cap. And it's going to be interesting how SA do this, because I would imagine that we're going to see CXF take this cap point, and yeah, Bravo straight across. Fastest mech you can get, take it. The drops for the mechs, this drop is 2 lights and 2 heavies, so you'd probably send a commando or something mega fast straight over there. It's crossfire, and essentially try and draw SA off the island. That's what you want. Want as Team 1 to take this and just essentially, you could almost, again, just camp. You could almost camp with mid-range in this area. Even a mech here. Have a mech up high. You really want to mech up high somewhere over here at the very least to basically see what's going on in all this area. Are they approaching? Are they not? Are they trading? What are they doing? And yeah, force SA to do this, come off the cap. We could see a repeat of last match where Crossfire get that cap early and SA have to react. Going to be very, very interesting to see.
How long have they got now?
They've still got 3 minutes, Team 2, so all good. Got a bit of time up their sleeves there. Do stick around, guys, as well. We do have a cast coming up after this one. That is with Nutty Rats, who's going to join me for some co-casting, and Dai is going to stick around for some special comments as well. So, now, hang on, what division is that? I have no idea. It's Div E, I think it's Div E. Let me have a look. Let me have a look.
Yeah, Airy is Div E. They are currently in first place.
Div E. Oh yeah, Div E. Yep. So Div E cast, that should be rather entertaining. Lower divs can be all sorts of strange, funny business going on. So we'll wait and see what happens. And back to the game, because the teams are ready. Let's get underway. See, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Hey, come on, Crimson, you're loading slowly again today for me, baby. Stop it. Okay. I am on the Crossfire side, so if you want to go down to the SA department and see what mechs they are bringing from the mech department store. Still waiting for dropships. Come on, boys. Oh, here we go. Orion to see Commando, Wolfhound, Nova Cat, and Night Gaia. Nova Cat, okay. For Clan Crossfire. I'll check the loadouts if you want to go through SA.
Warhammer 60, a Black Knight, Javelin, Wolfhound, Rifleman 2C. So I would say the Rifleman will be going up
Ooh.
waterside.
Jesus. Lambs! Fucking lambs,
Playing
dude.
Crag Fit.
Okay, so we have semi-brawling Orion with Ultras and SRM's Artemis. Cammy here in UAC Ultra 2s, AC 2s, and Novacat with lots of lerms, like lots. Not as much as it could have, but still lots. And very fast little Duvawatsis from Crossfire. And now, what do we have on the loadout right over here? 5 medium pulse, 7 medium lasers. Okay, we've got a Warhammers, what are they? Lasers, ER larges, and just mediums. Interesting. And larges and ER mediums on the Black Knight and AC2s. Okay. Well, interesting because, yeah, as I sort of suspected, Crossfire have taken that cap early, able to control it. SA are rolling up on the side here, trying to deny it, but they're moving in very, very quickly, and this is going to hurt because the Night Gear and the Novacat are slow as balls heavies. Slow as balls. Now, what's going to happen here is Smoke Adders are actually almost, I reckon, going to get to this cap point by the time
That strike.
get here. Geez, they missed Medcat entirely then. I don't know how.
Skin of his teeth.
I know. I don't know how. I just saw it. I was like, oh, geez, but he just missed it. Interesting choices here. Interesting choices. So, SA are already on the cap point. And we've still got, like, Steelwater here in the Orion 2C. He ain't even here at the cap point. I feel like a normal brawling Orion Onion 2C, 75 k's an hour.
They flipped it.
Would have been a little bit better. Yep, cap has been stopped. SA are not mucking around. Knives is 80% already. Just taking a little bit extra damage. Oh, airstrike here in the middle. Oh, Firax. Oh, dead. Oh my God, the fucking airstrike just absolutely annihilated him. I hate airstrikes. They are cancer. PGI, please, fuck me. Absolutely stop this. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Fuck you with an airstrike.
Oh, I've had enough of airstrikes. That's just disgusting. That is just disgusting. And the airstrike next to Unfearing here as well. SA are getting killed by airstrikes. Captain Judas now, 77%. Oh dear. The airstrikes are winning the game. This has got nothing to do with skill or aim. This has got to do with RNGesus. Oh, Knives down at 44% as well. He's taking an airstrike. Oh Lord, I hate airstrikes. I hate them. They are terrible. Dish Oper's up here trying to do as much work as he can here. It's Cammy AC2 versus AC2. Dish Oper's slightly winning that fight there, but he's getting learned on at the same time. Clagosaurus all over Dish Soap's face. Oh no! This kind of started off really well for SA, but it has kind of turned around and not really going so well now. Oh dear.
Well, and it's all turned based on strike.
Yep, all airstrike.
Shipping.
This is purely on airstrikes. This has got nothing to do with anything other than airstrike. Absolutely ridiculous. SA leg now, Dish Soap. Cammy's open CT there in the back.
Knives down to 31% in the commando.
Yeah, Dish Soap is nearly legged there. Shaky there, lurming like his clagging heart depends on it. On an airstrike behind Knives, this is going to kill him for sure. There's no way this commando can even survive an airstrike. Yep, there we go. No. Airstrike again. Oh, God damn it. And an airstrike on Dish Soap. Airstrike's going to kill him too. Airstrike kills him. This is bullshit. I'm absolutely fucking sick of airstrikes. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. There's no skill here. None. This is disgusting. And Stillwater here is going to get absolutely picked on here by these 3 SA mechs who are still alive. And they could actually turn the game around here because SA have got 2 good airstrikes out as well. This is absolutely ridiculous. Fair income. This is absolutely ridiculous. Oh my God. Yep, SA are going to pull this off because in the end, even though they lost Therax there very, very early, the Javelin has been able to live long enough.
Strike on Judas.
Strike on Judas. Oh, is he going to die from this? Is Judas going to die from this? Oh, no, just about. Almost dies from the airstrike as well. This is a joke. This is the shittiest game I've had to cast, and not because of the players, because of RNGesus.
It was great play by Smoke Adders.
Great play by Smoke Adders to move up how they did, absolutely. The game was nearly cost, though, by the airstrike. Oh, Cammy gets Mad Cat down. Oh, hang on a minute. Now, Judas is 1 touch on the CT, and so is Cammy. What happens here? Judas gets Cammy down. Oh, okay. SA should be able to pull this off now. I don't think there's enough airstrikes left. I don't think there is any airstrikes left. Oh, and Shaky stripped. Yep, Shaky stripped. Okay, SA pulled the win out after a disgusting early start of the game to RNG's. Wow. Wow. Okay, wow. Good turnaround there. I think there's more luck than anything on that win and loss from both teams, to be honest. I think there is more than RNG than... RNG played more of a part in that game than anything else. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Now I just need to go and cap another cap point, and then we're good to go, which means I can update the scoreboard here. So SA with the win there, killing 5 mechs, losing 3 mechs. Oh man, that is yeah, wow.
That is some RNG.
Yep. Mate,
that's all you can say.
I've died. I mean, I can see Nutty Rats like that's what happened when you have 1 back armor. Mate, I died in an XL Grasshopper to a single airstrike with 6 rear armor on both torsos. The airstrike struck both rear torsos, bang, 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 and I was dead. It is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, these airstrikes. Absolutely ridiculous. When you can lose a heavy to that, that is even more disgusting. Anyway, let's have a look at the damage numbers. I mean, it's all going to be airstrikes. There wasn't much shooting. Jesus. All right, go through. Oh, jeez, go through it. Oh, man.
593 damage for Judas. 613 for Unfearing. 17 damage for Ferex, who got destroyed by that fucking airstrike.
Yep.
701 damage for Shaky and that Novacat. Good spread otherwise in CXF side.
Yep, pretty good. Yep, that sums it up. In the end, SA, I think, maybe won the RNG of the strikes overall. They lost it at the start, but maybe Jesus was a little bit with them halfway through that drop.
I mean, I've got to say, yeah.
What is that?
Well done on their strike placement.
Yes, yes.
Still, it just sucks having a match swing like that purely based on RNG.
Yeah, nah, that's... Yeah. I mean, look, if you're playing... I'm playing Wasteland 3 at the moment, and you know, XCOM style, you know, RNG plays a part. That's written to the game. That's fine. I can live with it there. But Jesus, in something like this, FPS, nah, not a fan. Not a remote fan of that one. Now, oh jeez, where are we going next? Let's have a look.
Caustic Valley.
Oh,
Epsilon cap point.
Caustic Valley, huh? Okay. Caustic Valley, Epsilon cap point. Let's go to the map strategy. If you want to draw what happened there, River, you can. I think these teams.
I think let's just switch it over. We all know that. If
move on to this.
There's only so many airstrikes I can draw on a fucking map.
Yeah, I'm gonna have PTSD from this map drop for a while. This will be firmly implanted in my mind.
Post-traumatic strike disorder.
Yes, post-traumatic strike disorder. I've already had it for about a month and a half now, since I literally got deleted in a heavy mech when I was fresh from 1 airstrike. I've had it since then, and that drop right there confirms how garbage airstrikes are. Absolute garbage. Anyway. Crimson. Oh, sorry, Caustic.
No,
Epsilon.
Caustic.
Right. Now.
So.
Interesting.
The main thing is that we don't have the fight over the Caldera and Fado, but we normally have with Caustic. Instead, it's around the sides. So, Charlie lands from Team 1. Straight line run. Slightly shorter distance.
Yep.
Charlie lands from the Team 2 side, gets to run across a bit of water. So, open ground, fewer mountains to hide in. They do, however, have a mountain right next to their spawner, E6, that they can use to just hide if they want, and just put silent.
Yep. Yeah, it's interesting. We actually saw one of the lower div drops where Esrot basically balled up here to essentially control the Epsilon cap point, and the VCOP guys had a great long-range firing mix, but moved in too close and just got eaten alive. So there definitely is that. There's actually quite a lot of cover around sort of this at these 2 points here. They're big fat rocks for Team 1. Big fat rocks, so you can easily hide a light behind there. And RNG's is going to stand a very rough chance of getting you at that point, just because the rocks are massive. So pretty easy to hide behind them. I'd imagine
this is also one of the maps where you're more likely to see Clag come out because there's not a lot of cover generally, but you're also more likely to see people bringing Corsairs with AMS.
There is these points here and sort of these points here, and obviously all of this basically area here, which is all open on both teams, and doesn't have a lot of cover either. The only spots that really have a lot of cover are here This one has a little bit of cover back here in E5. Over here, E4, you got a lot of cover here and here. And sort of the backside of these here for Lerms, backside of there. So Lerms are definitely, definitely possible.
The other thing is that Bravo land spawn for Team 2 is actually leads into a really good position for an ER large mech to just overwatch and be able to just scrape the Epsilon cap point.
Yep. Well, I mean, actually,
because all you got to do is push forward slightly and then boom, scratch.
Yeah, from Charlie Lance, actually, yeah, like you said, straight across, you can actually deny that cap straight away, basically from your spawn point. So Team 2 can go for a perhaps essentially if you put just, and all you need is a probably ER large. It's probably easier just again to keep scratching on the cap point. You can basically deny it straight away. So there's no chance for SA to even come up and do anything at the cap. I mean, you do sacrifice a little bit, but at the end of the day, Team 2, I don't think can actually control Epsilon. So not easily. They can't get to Epsilon and cap it and control it easily. So going to be interesting. Maybe this is where SA wanted to run their Team 1 and pick their side, because it is quite a strong Team 1 on Epsi cap point. Wait and see.
Oh, also, I just want to point out, from Twitch chat here, Pasha making a comment that the fighter pilots equal MVPs for that last map. And Canadian Cyrus, they brought mechs to an airstrike fight.
That's what it was, man. That was more about airplane jelly than anything else, because that was just that was a farce of a game. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Looks like Team 2 is locked there. There we go. Yeah, Zebra's Wasteland 3 is a great game. Recommend anyone to get it. Xbox Game Pass, go get it. It's fucking amazing.
Both teams locked.
Both teams are locked. Let's rock and roll. Drop number 3. 3 mediums and 2 assaults. So we do have another cast coming up, guys, straight after this one. Almost back-to-back. Won't quite be back-to-back, but we're going to need a couple of minutes in the middle. But it'll be Division E and the secondary team for Crossfire, Extra Fleek, their sub-team for their new guys, versus, can't remember. You remember? I can't.
Airy.
Oh, the Irie team. Yeah. Now, where's my mouse? Go. Now. So I'm on the red team side for this one. Oh, need to swap over the scoreboard here. Oh dear. Oh shit, this doesn't sound good. So we have
just Executioner.
Executioner, Annihilator, Vulcan, Phoenix Hawk, and Veagle. Okay, what are the loadouts? I'll go through the loadouts. Just have a look while you have a look at the other side. Ooh, okay. Yeah, peeps, micro.
Unfearing with a Dial Prime, Assassin 23, Annie, Veagle, and a Vulcan.
Okay.
So, Daka and a bit of close-in brawl for Smoke Adders.
So Smoke Adders opting to actually not even bother with the cat. Interesting. And just going with big AC2, Direwolf, Annihilators. Oh, yeah. And more of a brawling Veagle here. And... oh, the Vulcan's medium pulse. I don't know if I'm looking at that one. Okay, so we've got Crossfire here opting instead to go for the cap, and SA again choosing not to worry about the cap. Interesting strategy these guys are up to tonight. Just kind of more opting for area denial and cap denial than actually going and controlling the cap point. Which again, I really feel from Team 2 is actually the weaker spot for them to get up there. Oh Jesus, Knives taking a beating.
Whoa.
And
Cap's down to 89% as well.
Yep. 88%.
And dropping.
Oh, wow. These two guys. Oh, I don't think they should have crossed. Sorry, excuse me. I kind of should have just sat there, honestly, and just waited. Oh, shit, there's a scrap going on over there.
Goes down.
I did not see that at all. The Executioner is down. Oh, wow. I was too busy looking at the lights and mediums getting shellacked over the back there. Judas and Madcap.
Oh, no, Assassin's running Flamers.
Yep, the Assassin's got a Flamer on there. Yep. Judas is down to 53%, but they have managed to take out the Executioner. That's pretty big. That's pretty big for SA. Pretty big. That's a lot of tonnage off the field. And Shaky here, walking through the open, taking another beatdown. He's now sitting at 80%. Hasn't lost anything yet, but is open on the arm. Okoro is still fresh over the back there. SA are bugging out of that fight, bugging out. They're not having a bar of it. Well, they don't really need to right now. They did their job already.
Yeah, well, now they've taken out that pressure there. If they can keep an eye on the other lights while pressure's applied to the other assault.
So, an airstrike here on Aquanatus. Oh, no. Annihilators can't avoid strikes. 78%, 76%, 75. Not too bad. 72. Okay, could have been worse. Could have been last drop. Now, Stillwater is also in trouble here, and his Annihilator, not yet, but nearly red on the torso. Shaky's...
But look at all these PPC shots that keep going into unfairing, but he's only still at 98%. Like, they're firing outside of their optimal.
Yeah, well outside.
And another strike.
Oh, another airstrike! Oh, Aquanatus, he's in deep shit. What?
Dead with airstrikes.
It didn't hit! Aquanatus stands in the middle of an artillery strike and nothing happens. Are you serious? After last game? Oh man, this is just ridiculous. The Stillwater here is definitely a little bit weak. SA are moving in to actually...
Strike on unfairing.
Actually need to take the cap back. So Shaky here is trying to stop the cap. It forces Mad Cat off. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Unfearing taking nearly 15, 20% there on one airstrike. And a couple of extra shots. Those ER peeps are well outside the range there. That's got to be 1,500 meters.
And another strike on him.
Another strike on Unfearing. There's a little scrap going on here for Shaky. Oh, Jesus,
68%.
Unfearing. 68% from 65% from the airstrike here. Now, Shaky and Mad Cat are going at it. I'm just watching this little fight here on the cap point. There is an assassin fight going along over the top there as well, but this little fight for the cap is pretty important. And Shaky has lost an arm, so he's lost a medium pulse. Oh shit, he runs into the open. He's like, oh dear, I need to go back into cover because I'm getting shot at from 3 angles. That's not bad. Not good, I mean.
Comes around to go after Judas. Stillwater's down to 36%.
Shaky's lost his arms.
Sorry, 38.
Shaky's lost all his arms. Stillwater's lost everything as well. I think this is definitely going to go SA's way, even though there are a couple of battered mechs, but they're going to win. That assassin gank early and the Vulcan really changing the play out of this match. How it has played out is extremely good for them.
Well, what I'm seeing here is that Smokeouters are being patient, but they're being decisive when they need to be.
Yep. Oh, geez, nice. Bang. Legged. Yeah, this. Geez, if Aquanatus plays it very carefully and stays in cover, this could be a 5-0. Unfearing has decided to move up a little bit here, start shooting. Stillwater there, and the Annihilator's basically dead. Makoru is still alive. Can he get off a kill here? Don't know. I don't think so. Aquanatus is kind of walking into the open. He should probably just be walking backwards into a little bit of cover here. Unfearing. Oh, no. He's going to live. Thing. Yeah, no, those peeps hit his legs there, so he's pretty safe there. It's going to be a 5-0, I think, for Smokeouters. Wow. Wow.
Very decisive. Very decisive.
Wow, okay. Very decisive. Yep. Very, very decisive. I think Crossfire there having their assault on the edge and not a medium scouting definitely costs them big time not seeing that push come in. Execution was
the thing is,
totally
like, the
alone.
Executioner is a really good side peeker, but it also heat caps really quickly. And when it got flamed, after putting a couple of shots down, nothing it could do.
Yep. Yep, that is a rough one there for Crossfire, getting a 5-0. Getting a 5-0 from SAE. Let's have a look at the damage numbers, which will pop up in a second. Firewolf is still reasonably well fresh enough that it won't matter. Aquanatus still here, got his couple of AC2s left.
'Tis only a flesh wound.
Rick here in the Vapor Eagle. CT hit, but not too bad. And Judas here, very fresh. Oh no, he's nearly legged actually in the Assassin, but otherwise pretty fresh. So yeah, 2 flamers definitely causing Executioner some problems there.
Monty here saying if you were in the Annie, you would have lost both torsos to that Artie.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what would have happened. There's no way the airstrike wouldn't have hit me. It would have killed me. Somehow. Some way, somewhere, somehow. That's how it happens.
Oh, somehow is Favorite Pullaby sitting there in the background going, how do I fuck with him now?
Now, damage. Let's have a look. Run us through it. Oh, dear.
Unfearing with 669. Captain Cat with 44 damage in the Executioner, Shaky 96 in the Phoenix Hawk, Equinatus 612 in the Annihilata. I think that medium pack would definitely be MVPs there because while the assaults were putting down good consistent damage, those mediums were decisive, and that's what won the game.
Yep, taking out that Executioner early. Executioner being alone on the flank too, just a little bit risk versus reward. Yeah, it would have worked quite well, but Executioner was way away from everybody. Pretty smart play there from SA. I'm gonna do a little bit of drawing on the map for that one. That's quite an interesting one, actually.
Yeah, and look, for lower div teams who might be watching this, like, it's a classic case of being able to demonstrate if you're decisive and you're smart, you don't have to rush for cap point. You can sit back and wait and then pick your moment and then make the battle twist on that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I'm resetting for Mining Collective as the next one. But yeah, okay. We have here the execution up around sort of department here on his own too, because we had Vapor Eagle over here in Fox 6, had the two sort of mediums up here as well, and I think that was the other issue too. The mediums, after taking Epsilon, crossed in the open, and so kind of crossed here and like, oh shit, we got to come back because SA were just wailing on them at that point.
Like, taking the cap first is all good and well, but what are you doing from there? You can't rely on the enemy to then cross open ground and get hit by your crossfire. You have to think about, what are they going to do? What's their game plan? They're not just going to feed into what we want them to do.
Yep. Yeah, no, it felt like once sort of the crossfire, the mediums kind of got into this sort of this F5 region, they kind of got a little bit of, oh, what now? Like we've got big fat AC2 mechs waddling up and sort of wailing on us here. I kind of think the Vapor Eagle over here positioning just wasn't ideal. Shooting across here, you're talking 1,400 meters or something. Like,
yeah, and he wasn't actually doing any damage. Like, he was way too far away. Like, if he'd moved across that Fox 6 position up to a point where he was right on the edge of Fox 6, he would have been able to do some damage. Popped up. But as it was, he was basically causing some blinding damage, but that was it. Like, no actual physical damage being applied to Unveering in that.
I kind of feel if the crossfire mediums did this and this, it probably would have gone a hell of a lot better. The problem with running for the cap point early, again, execution dying. That was part of the issue with that one. Just good idea, good plan from Crossfire, but kind of well played from SA to essentially hard counter it and spot that executioner early and go take it out. I mean, I'm guessing on this one, if say there wasn't a mech here or around this area for Crossfire and they had a mech sort of in this department here, that was the plan for SA all along, to come across the middle and either kill it here or kill it here and then bail out. So good play there, good strat there. Both teams kind of had the idea. They had both their ideas. Just SA executed it a lot better there. Again, yeah, just unlucky executioner murder there. Oh, execution was executed.
You're becoming more of a mech dad with every passing day. Lockdown has not been good for you.
No, it has not been good for my shitty jokes. They're getting really bad. Right, Mining Collective. Throw it up, mate, because we have on this one 1 medium, 1 heavy, and 3 assault boys. 3 big fatty boombas.
So I'm going to be interested to see whether Smokeouters pretty much stick with form and play the patient game, or if they'll go, no, actually this time we're going to be really decisive and just push from the get-go. That doesn't seem to really be their style. From the Team 2 side, so Team 1 has the cakes over at D3, but Team 2 has clearer sightlines straight onto Fader. Team 1 has that little bit of wall they've got to get over to get to it.
Yeah, the Team 1 wall part is definitely a challenge.
Whereas from Team 1, whereas from Team 2, someone comes over and grabs Fader, guess what? That's great, because you can just shoot them from, that E6 there.
Yeah, you can do this all the way across from it, all the way. They've got three options to shoot some fire across at them. So And over here too, I guess if they wanted to go that corner, you can actually... A bit hard to see here because you can't zoom right into the map, but you can definitely shoot across that way as well. If SA put someone or 1 or 2 mechs in Bravo Lance, they have at the moment, you can expect someone to be up here. Almost dead certain. And potentially someone up here as well, maybe. Not straight away, but again, just slowly moving, putting that pressure on, slowly moving up would not be a surprise.
Well, and the other thing is from the Team 1 side, if you're going to take that case, you've got to be real careful who you put up there, because if it's too tall a mech, you just get destroyed. Like, just ask Lermgod. He was playing the Madcap Mark II with Peeps versus RJF, and he got absolutely hammered being up there.
Yep. Definitely got to be aware of some of those things. Now,
all alpha with 1 mech in Charlie.
All alpha?
So ignoring the cakes entirely.
Okay, interesting. All alpha there for Crossfire. Hey.
I wonder if you're going to see someone, do you remember when Stemmerag did that big brain play and took a Viper right up onto that satellite dish just over Gamma?
Yep, I do. That was discussed at length. Actually, among the team at the time, that was discussed for weeks and tested for a few weeks as well, actually. Yeah, I actually remember doing that in a lobby with Stim, actually, one night. He was like, is anyone around? I'm like, well, I'm the only dickhead awake because, EU and AU, if he's up early, I'm up late, it works out. And he was up on that dish, and we were playing around with it for about 15, 20 minutes, actually, one night to try and nail that down. That was for Worlds. Was it for Worlds? Actually, yeah, no, it was Worlds 2018. I think we actually had that strat with the Spider.
2019.
2019.
Worlds 2018 was stock.
Sorry, 2019. Sorry, it might have been, 2019. My brain's it's a bit tired at the moment. So, now we have SA look like they're locking in hard Charlie.
Yep, they've locked.
Hard Charlie Lance, okay. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Actually, no, we did it in 2018, I remember as well, because we're going to put the Spider up there on Mining Collective, because it was the Lerm Fiesta on that map then. I remember. It was 2018 and 2019. There we go. Always all about the dish. All about the dish.
Just not the dish soap.
Who? What guy? What name is he up to now? Because call me Radar Dish. Radar Dish. That could be it. All right. Where are we at? Where are we at? Still waiting. Mechs are arriving. I'm on the smoke out of side if you want to run through, but we have a Summoner, Annihilator, Fafnir, Vulcan, and a Direwolf on SA. Okay.
Summoner, Annihilator, Sleipnir, Mark II B, and a Veagle 3. So full on Big Dick Daka from Crossfire.
Hang on. 4 Lightgauss Fafnir, AC2 Direwolf, AC2 Annihilator. Hang on, these boys are climbing the back. Hang on, what? They're climbing up the back wall here. What the fuck is going on? SA have a little plan here. Summoner has ER peeps, just 2 ER peeps there for the Summoner. Okay.
Actually, that makes sense because with those, with that position, they've got sightlines straight across the fader, and they've got the range to be able to use them.
Yep, absolutely. LBX 10.
And it's literally CXF would have to cross a killing ground.
Okay, interesting here now. Interesting.
This is some big brain play.
Yeah, this is a SA have been testing. They've been doing some lobbies, boys. Now, SA this time have the map capped. I mean, you know what it sounds like to me? They wanted Mining Collective now. They wanted to be on the Team 2.
I told you, didn't I?
Yep, that's what it was. It was Mining Collective in the end. In the end. Oop, need to swap the leaderboard around there. My bad. Oops, there we go. That's better. The numbers look a lot more accurate there. Oh, I forgot to put the scores in for last game too. It's too busy talking.
Well, and the thing is, all smoke owners need to do at this point is just sit back, be patient.
Yep.
Like, they can deny the cap. You have to come to us, and your mid-range brawl.
Yep. SA for the first
good
game
luck getting
tonight.
your shots as optimal.
SA the first game tonight. Map control. There we go. Oh, it's cap control, I should say. And with cap control, gives you map control. Oh, yeah. And yeah, look at that. Look at them. Look at them. They just spread out. The first guy that sticks their neck up, it's just, they are ready. They are absolutely ready to hammer that guy. Absolutely hammer that guy. Now, I'm just trying to think, the only way...
I gotta say, I really like this strat.
It's pretty good, yep. From the Team 2 side, looks pretty good. And what do they do?
The main thing for CXF will be going, all right, we need to get that Vulcan down, like stat, because once it's down, there's nothing to respond and retake the cap.
Yep. Just watching Cammy here. He keeps peeking with Wk5s. He should stop doing that now because he's not hitting anything. That's enough. Already lost 20% of his mech. Now, the only real way to sort this out is to essentially drop airstrikes on these boys up the back. It's the only way to dislodge them. Drop them a couple of airstrikes. They're quite well spread out though, so they don't need to worry about it either. Interesting. I think the only way that they Crossfire could possibly do it is to kind of cross this side all the way around here and then get into them that way, but that's pretty risky. Cammy now down to 66%, ate an airstrike again. Knives, where's Knives sitting out here? Did he eat an airstrike? Oh yeah, he did, definitely. That's definitely eating an airstrike right there. Now, Crossfire are really stuck here. I mean, they can cross all the way around, all the way down here, but at the end of the day, they're still further away into those mechs than if they approached from this side, which would actually be the safer side. Interesting.
Well, yeah, look at Knives. So, yeah, he's almost lost that arm, which, that doesn't mean anything as far as his effectiveness goes. But it does mean that, he's going to be smoking, which gives him away.
Cammy has opted to move up onto the cap here, and bang, 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 getting hit from all angles. 60%, dropping fast, 57% from an airstrike, 55%. Oh dear. Cammy trying to take that cap back and unable to do so. 50% now, nearly down on torso, 49%. Airstrike misses Mad Cat there. No, it doesn't. Mad Cat now at 84% from an airstrike there. Cammy now walking into another firing line here. 45%. ATM's flying 1,100 meters across the map. That's not going to do much. Knives sitting at 73% now as well. Oh, this is not going well. Cammy at 43% now, just taking constant fire. Should just be staying in cover. Now, the only way that Crossfire can do this is to take Mad Cat out and somehow push a couple of mechs onto the cap point and somehow take it back and dislodge this SA team. Otherwise, it ain't going to happen. And even then, that is bloody risky. There is no guarantee that's going to work at all. At all.
Well, to be honest, I would have said, going on to the other side where the gas pipe towers are and pushing across there would have been, better almost.
Yeah,
because
I think this right side maneuver, right side down the right side of the map is the safer approach to go and get these guys. But
not just safer, but also
Cammy torso
they're
down.
going to struggle to get
CT open.
Once they start repositioning. Oh, Unvarying drops down a bit.
Yep, Aquanatus has dropped, has moved up here as well to join in the fight and puts Cammy to sleep. Oh dear. Mad Cat though has taken a little bit more damage again for his efforts. He's I think he might have eaten another airstrike. I'm not entirely sure, but sitting at 65%. Also a little bit weak there. Aquanatus.
Well, and the other thing is it's now at 168 cap points. With 4 minutes to go.
Yeah. On Mining Collective, 170 tickets, you're done. You're pretty much done.
And it's 170 now.
Yep. And it's a heavy drop too. The cap points are very spread out. It's just a question of how little points are...
Yeah, and here we go. CXF are now going, well, we have to do something. We have to take a cap point, even if we get destroyed in the process.
Yeah, they've got no choice now. SA doing a very... Oh, geez, Mad Cat! Nearly torsoed there from the ATMs. Oh, dear. That could have... If Knives got him then with one shot, I mean, it wouldn't have changed the way the game was going, but... Oh, dear. And yeah, they're just getting absolutely hammered on the cap point here now. Captain Cat down to 72%. Lost his torso here. Nakoru taking a beating. They've almost secured the cap here. There's a scrap going on here between Aquanatus...
Strike hits Nakoru.
Oh,
no. And the thing is, every time they take any damage at all, the cap timer resets for 5 seconds.
Yep. Knives is legged and open CT now. Oh, this is rough. This is very rough for Crossfire, this game. I could bet my monies they did not expect this. Aquanatus is actually open CT. I'm guessing the ATMs played a part there. Captain Cat getting shot, moving away from the cap, but they got no jump jets, they got no juice. They can't get up and do much about it. It's just nothing they can do here.
This
oh,
is a
Stillwater,
really
airstrike,
well-planned
bang.
strat.
Yeah. SA done some homework. SA have absolutely done some homework here. And yeah, just Crossfire, I just really think they need to cross this right-hand side of the map, not move over to the left. And yeah, you wouldn't have got the cap point early, but go up, go fast, go quick, and try and dislodge those two fatzos up from the back end of where they were. Oh dear. Oh dear. Now, they've flipped the cap point. There's only 2 minutes left. I'm guessing Crossfire trying to get a kill here. Try and bait one of these SA team members into. But I mean, if you're SA right now, you'd kind of be smart. I wouldn't be giving away a kill. Knives is up here, but he's at under ATM range. He's trying to dick hug Aquanatus here with ATMs, and that's not going to go well for him. Knives are going to go down. No, not yet. He's trying to bait Aquanatus into Captain Cat here. Oh, wow. Cherry red CT. One touch. Not dead. Aquanatus needs to be careful, though. Captain Cat is looking in his direction. Unfearing there is moving up. Totally fresh. Looking at Stillwater over there. And the Annihilator over... Oh, sorry. The Cyclops over the back there, which is open torso as well now. Oh, dear. Crossfire trying desperately to make something happen here. Trying desperately to get a kill. Just not. Oh, Aquanatus ends up going down there. Gets circled. Getting a kill there. So getting some points. That's definitely what Crossfire are aiming for at this point. Mad Cat, does he go down? Rick has moved up here. Stillwater is open on the... everywhere at the rear. Very weak on the torsos and arms. Tokoru here, open torsos as well. Mad Cat not dead yet, but very weak. One good shot would take Mad Cat out. Oh, no, it doesn't. Rick is moving up here, but Rick is pretty fresh, right? Yeah, Rick's pretty fresh. Don't think he's going to die here. Stillwater has just been dildoed, I believe. No, half a dildo. Oh, dear. It's a rough one for Crossfire. Captain Cat is in the back of Unfearing there, over the back of the map. You can see the little triangle for the viewers at home, but not going to be able to do a hell of a lot. He's getting some shots on him, but Unfearing's turned around. No more getting shot in the ass there. What was that? Is that Stillwater gets taken out there? Oh dear. Unfearing and Captain Cat are going at it over the back there. I can't see Captain Cat. Can't quite click on the Annihilator. Trying to do it without moving the map. Oh no, I can't.
12 seconds to go.
Annihilator, oh, totally open, totally wrecked there. 7 seconds to go. Is anyone going to get another kill here? SA are trying to get in here to get Nokoru.
They get Captain Cat down.
Captain Cat goes down. In the last dying seconds, Nokoru manages to live there. One more shot on the CT. Oh, probably 2 more actually from the Annihilator with the AC2s. Couple of 2 shots. Maybe 3 to finish him off. There we go. SA with the convincing win there. Long game. Long 10-minute game. Going right to the timer. Run us through the damage numbers.
Aquanatus 612 and some of it went down. 703 damage for Rick and Annihilator. Fafnir from Dirty 615. It was indeed Dirty. On the CXF side, you know, Knives pulls out 594 in that vehicle. It was a little clagging. Cammy goes down with only 75 damage in that summoner. Just too many early peaks for no real gain.
All right, I'm going to flick over to the map strat because I've got to try and organize the teams for the next round. Just let them know we're going to be a little bit late. So you can draw away there.
So we ended up having, like as we were discussing at length during that match, you know, 3 mechs from Smoke Headers move all the way back up to a bank. You know, having those clear sight lines that we talked about straight across the fader. You know, didn't even need to go onto the E6 platform. They just went right up and you know, just were able to look down fire. CXF for their part bought mid-range Daka thinking it would be more of a traditional 500-600 meter engagement. It wasn't.
It definitely was not standard engagement. Not at all.
If you look at where CXF moved up, like they went from Challenge up until around E4, realised shit, this ain't working, sent a couple of mechs up high, they went over to Fader, the rest of them went all the way around the left to those barrels at C5, and then went back around again.
Yeah, it's I just think like, yeah, if the Crossfire guys just sort of went this way, and they did have jump jet mechs too, right? So they could jump jet up a little bit and get really, really close without being seen. Sorry. They should have been able to get reasonably close without sort of being seen until they crested just this little corner here. And at that point, they're only 300 meters, 400 meters away. You know, like all their DACA and stuff would have been really, really strong at that point. But yeah, just.
Do you want to just swap the teams around quickly so they can start setting lances now?
Yep. 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 So, unless there's anything else for the map strats, we'll flick over to the next map.
I think that's it. It was a nice long match. Nice long match, so people had plenty of time to watch what was going on.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Right, River City. Now, this drop is the different one of the session because it is a 250-ton drop limit, and you are allowed to bring a duplicate now. So you can bring 2 linebackers, 2 commandos. Actually, those are probably the 2 most popular of late. 2 commandos and 2
Or you can bring
linebackers.
5 mediums.
Well, yeah, you can do 5 mediums. Depends how you want to run your dropout, what your plan is, and your deck, I guess. So, yeah.
We saw a 5 medium push deck earlier on, which went very, very well. Like, one team was set up on the Team 2 side for receiving a push, set themselves up in the city with DACA, and Team 1 literally just pushed all from Alpha, basically, and just went straight across into them.
So, which team this time is going to take the cap? Which one is it? So, SA took it that game, had a plan, didn't want to be the aggressor, just control the map. Crossfire so far have been most maps otherwise being the aggressors. They've wanted to take it. Now what? After that match there, what do you do? I think Crossfire are kind of like, wow, okay, this is interesting.
So the single biggest feature that defines a Fader fight for me is the Fox 6 Garden that's right next to it. Yeah, it's got plenty of cover. If you're patient and you do get the cap, you can pull back without taking too much return fire and force the enemy to have to come across to you. If you're Team 1, you can either play a range control strat from like the Gamma cap point, or you can just go, bugger it, we're just going to push across into them. As long as you're quick and decisive, you can render that distance across the E6 borderline a complete non-issue.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, we haven't seen most teams, because the 250 tons kind of doesn't lend itself to really doing a lot of range. Just the tonnage is just not there to do it with a couple of mechs. If you do 2, you're really low on the tonnage. So,
well, like we've seen plenty of teams do it with a pair of riflemen 2Cs.
Yep.
But they're also very vulnerable to being having their arms taken off. But yeah, it's a 65-ton heavy. It can feel quite a lot of firepower, but it's also kind of a glass cannon in a lot of ways. So, very interested to see what Smokeouters bring this time. Whether they do play that patient game again, or whether they just go, no, balls ahead. Let's just ram it down your throat.
okay, so these guys are just getting in there. Where are we up to with the timer? About 2 minutes, I think we're up to. Yep. Two minutes. Then these guys are locking in. So the next cast the other guys are going to start doing the 2v2 and probably drop 2 because I actually have to head to work in about 70 to 80 minutes. So this cast is running, normally the matches take about 60 minutes, but this is running long overtime today. This is going to be well over 90, which is all right. I don't mind. The games have been good, so that's just part and parcel of it. So we'll have to skip the next cast, the first couple of drops. I will update the scoreboards when we get to that point and let you know, but do stick around. We're going to go straight into that one as quick as possible. In the meantime, we're waiting for these guys to lock in. It's going to be good. 250 tons apiece. They're all opting to bring the maximum tonnage. I don't actually think I've seen a team. This is the only drop, the last one, where there is teams not going under tonnage, which is actually pretty interesting to see. Because you would not drop under tonnage on this drop, I don't think. The other ones, yeah, fair enough. No worries. But this one, definitely not. Bit risky, you know? Now, got to be pretty close here. They're locking Heavy Bravo Lance as Team 1. Okay. That's interesting, actually. Okay. Hey. So, SA, a Heavy Bravo Lance. Not Charlie Lance. Or Alpha Lance. Papow. And papow. So, look, it looks like they're just going straight up. They're not going to... But imagine with no Alpha Lance, there's going to be no airport business at all. If you're starting off with Bravo.
The thing is, they do have one making Alpha Lance.
Well, that's true, actually, yeah.
Like,
but Madcat's been their light player,
The
though.
other thing is with all going Bravo, you actually wind up losing a little bit of time comparatively because you've got to go through the city.
Well, the thing is, though, Mad Cat is traditionally their lighter pilot player, like the Mistlynxes and stuff like that. So I'd be... This is interesting. I don't know what's going to happen now, actually. All of them in Bravo Lance.
They're locked. Let's launch.
Are SA going for the aggro brawl here? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Very quickly. Very quickly. Very quickly.
Using Div B like QP. Piss off, Div. I see you trolling in Twitch chat.
Hey, let's have a look. Let's have a look. What are we going to see? I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen. I actually expected S8 to have one of their sort of heavier pilots in Alpha, or even potentially 2 there, if they were going to do that range stuff. But maybe not this drop. Maybe they're going for a bit more mid-range aggro like they did on Crimson with IS Laser Vomit or something, perhaps. Or they're just going all-out brawl. Balls to the wall.
Oh, it's going to be interesting regardless.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we've got Orion VA, 2 Assassins, Orion 2CC, and a Fleabags. Okay.
And Mad Cat's the one in that place, so he'll be going racing to take the cap point.
Yep. What do we have on the Crossfire? Okay, interesting.
Dual Assassins, 21s, Vulcan 5T, Rifleman 2C, and a linebacker.
Oh, look at this. The Dirty Bird SAs have both got flamers on both the Assassins. Oh, Dirty Birds. Okay. Now having a look at the Crossfire loadouts here as well with the Vulcan, Assassin, ones. Oh, hang on. Does Stillwater not have Artemis on his Assassin there? So, 4 SRM6 without the Artemis there. Okay, that's what it was. Linebacker and Rothman 2C. Okay, interesting choice. Interesting. SA again, not... Look at that. The Fleas is not actually taking the cap at all. Just going for scouting. He was just there to scout, I guess. Interesting. Okay. Crossfire opting to run straight up to the cap point. Taking it, trying to make the fight be dictated towards their terms. Again.
And smartly pulling away.
Yep. Oh, airstrike. They're out. Oh, 2 airstrikes out for either side. What's going to happen again? Oh, Captain Cat gets clipped by the airstrike and just lives. Now, Mad Cat has decided to move up in the meantime here in the Fleas. Decided to get a little bit into the F6 region here. Now, SA have a plan here. I'm just waiting to see what exactly it is. I'm guessing the Flea is going to harass this Rothman 2C.
Oh, he's just... Yeah, I thought he was going to drop strikes for sure.
Oh, yeah, could do that too. I'm guessing, yeah, Mad Cat and linebacker here. Oh, they know the Flea's there, actually.
Yeah,
they know the Flea's there.
He's forcing the Vulcans have to pull away, meaning that, you know, that medium fight is even more stakes.
Oh, Mad Cat. Oh, shit. 90 damage straight away.
I would have gotten out of there sooner.
Oh, nearly in the back as well. The Koru nearly actually took him out from the rear then. SA are moving up now with the brawl. The Orion VA and Orion 2CC are here. They're going at it. They're going at it. They're trying to dislodge this rifleman up the back. It does have protection, but the problem is the mediums for crossfire here are totally somewhere else. Now the flea's nearly legged already. Crossfire have actually turned SA around now by charging their three-man wolf pack here into the rear. Airstrike on still water. Does it hit him? No, it doesn't. Just misses him. Shaky, though, is in a little bit of trouble. Crossfire need to back the hell right out now. They've successfully got rid of the flea bags. Oh no, Shaky's in trouble. Shaky stuck around too long. Didn't pull back. Open rear. Open rear still. Oh yeah, no, Shaky's going down now.
Yep. Four-man gang.
Yep, four-man gang. Shaky did not get out of there quick enough at all. Oh dear. Oh dear. Please say yes, Krasnopesky is down to 98%. Took a shot in the back as well at some point. Knives is trying to do some beat up here. The Koru almost in the linebacker. He's protecting Knives here. I see what he's doing, but I mean, is the linebacker going to come and pull it back at the end of the day here? I don't know. Captain Cat getting chased all around the map here. Has an open leg. Or linebacker for Nakoru could almost drop in here. Unfearing is weak in the back. Strong in the front. Open torso though now. Okay, now the fight is on. Now the fight's on. Rothman 2C has absolutely been dived here. Knives versus the Orion 2C. Halved.
And the Orion is going down.
Yeah, the Orion is halved. Okay. Orion VA halved. Only has a couple of SRMs left. Knives is dildoed in the mushroom department, not the Mad Cat department. Captain Cat goes down. Yep, Fleabags gets him down. Nakoru gets down. Dish Soap's there. Stillwater gets taken out by Unfearing. Knives has no weapons left. And the Koru is kind of fresh, but not going to last very long. Once his arms go down, he's lost half his weapons. Oh, no, he's going to lose the torso instead, and now he's halved. Now he's hot. SA have got it. It's going to be a 4-1. 4-1. 5-1. 5-1, sorry. 5-1.
That was weird. Like, I thought that, CXF's initial positioning was really good.
Yep.
But they didn't pull away from the garden quick enough.
Yeah, I think Shaky got kind of got stuck or something here in this rocks, or didn't back out quick enough, because Captain Cat were kind of a little bit sort of further over here towards the bridge, some 200 meters away. You could see them clearly.
Knives is shut down. They're trying to find him.
Oh, really? Where was he? Oh, no, they'll know where he is. They'll know where he is. They'll have to know where he is. Oh, Harold?
Yeah.
Harold?
Trying to hug it out.
Yeah, he knows where he is. I don't think SA are going to fall for the ruling twice in a row there. But yeah, just getting back to what I was sort of saying, you can see over here, Shaky in the garden, just got stuck or didn't back out quick enough, and then just got, where he died is basically where he got caught, and the rest of his team was already bounced because, the heavies for Smoke Adders were already on their way back. And
he was surrounded by 4 mechs who just, all bukkake at once.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, strong showing from SA tonight. They came to play. Oops, no, I got the scoreboard wrong. Oh my god, what have I done? 3-1. Sorry, that was the 5-2. Okay, sorry guys, I'm backing up the scoreboard. I've just realized. Yes. That is better now. Now the scoreboard looks correct. That will be the final scores. I put the wrong score in the wrong column. Oops.
And Mad Cat just sitting here, not even bothering to cap. Why he's dragging it out, I don't know. But look at him inching forward gradually. Just cap it.
Yeah, just cap it and get this match over and done with. I've got other casts to do, boys. I don't have all day to wait around for this. And I've got to go to work, like ASAP. As soon as I finish next cast, bang, I'm done. I'm out of here. Okay, now they cap it. Now the points are going up. There we go. 2 caps. And we'll wait and see where we're at. But yeah, good movement early there from Crossfire actually to turn that brawl push away on their Rothman 2C. Just not quick enough to get away from it. Just not quick enough to get away from it. That would have been a different fight, I think, actually. If Shaky kind of didn't get caught out there, that could have been a different game. Damage numbers, run us through it, mate.
Unfearing, 639 damage in that Orion 2C. Mad Cat 185 in that flea. Dish Soap 353 in his Orion VA. On the CXF side, Knives 607 damage in that Rifleman 2C. Shaky getting caught out early, 39 damage.
Yep.
Like that tells a lot of. Nikoro, didn't get to fight until late in the game, still to 374. Whether that was a one strike and a bit of damage, I don't know.
Yeah, a bit hard to tell with that one. I mean, yeah, linebacker SRM is pretty heat efficient, so definitely could have done that over 60 seconds of that fight, potentially. But yeah, Knives doing some good work there. I actually think that game could have been a little bit different again. Just slight change in execution there, and that probably would have been enough for Crossfire to make that a very, very different result. Having that assassin picked early definitely hurt them a lot. Absolutely massive hurting there for those guys. Now, what we need to do, have a look at the final scoreboard here. If anyone wants to watch the replay, they can for what happened on that map, because I need to get the next match underway as soon as I possibly can. So rounding out the scoreboard here, we have Smoke Adders taking out the win today with a grand total of 45 points to Crossfire's 13. It's a very, very commanding day today. Very, very good performance indeed. So well done to those guys. Well played, both teams. Crossfire just need to work on a couple of small things, I think, and that would probably be enough, actually, to change the outcome of those games. Maybe not entirely, but definitely significantly. So,
Alright,
yeah.
they've done the 2v2 for the Div B match.
Yep, no worries. Okay, guys, I'm going to just put this stream on a holding screen for a few minutes while I reset all the scoreboards, lobbies, and all that sort of stuff. So, bear with me, guys. We'll be back with Division E in probably 3 or 4 minutes. Well, welcome back, guys. We are back yet again. Another cast. It is again Trials of Combat, Season 2. This cast we have Division E, which is Dapper Raptors versus the Crossfire Extra Fleet Team. Oh, geez, that's a
mouthful.
That's a mouthful and a half. Yeah, that's a lot. So I'm going to quickly actually update my logos because today I now have Mr. Nutty Rat with me to co-cast. How are you doing, mate?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, Ash.
That is
how are the
cool.
matches been? How have the matches been this evening? It's been good.
Interesting matches. Yes, Crossfire did quite well. Just had a few little errors, issues here and there, you know, and that's sometimes how the games kind of go. You just gotta just deal with some issues now and again, and unfortunately, you know, SA played really well too. You know, they had their strats, they knew what they were doing. So, full props to those guys for that sort of stuff. So, here's what it is.
Excellent. Right on. So Div E, I haven't had a chance to watch too many Div E matches. So how are they panning out?
It's going to be all over the joint. Let me tell you.
The only thing you can predict is that you can't predict it.
Yeah, you don't know sometimes it's going to happen. You just don't know. It happens, and that's it. You know? So,
but that's what makes it part of the fun, right? Because you get like all these Div E folks that are new into competitive play, and you see them doing things that you wouldn't expect, and it just becomes interesting.
Yep. Yeah, you have no idea what's going to happen. Some drops the mechs, the loadouts. I mean, we saw an ER-large Wk5 executioner the other week. I'm like, oh, sorry, that was Div F. I mean, yeah, you just don't know what's going to happen in these drops. So these guys are ready, which is good. They are just dropping out. Dropping into the drop now. I'm kind of hoping these guys don't take too long today because I actually have to go to work straight after this cast because the last cast ran a little bit over time, but that's okay. I can live with that. That's good. It's good match sets, so that's fine.
Look, I'm just going to say it again. That mining drop in particular was great.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I am on the blue team side. So, Nutty, if you want to go through the red team side in a sec. So we've got a Black Knight, Wolfhound, Medium Pulse, Crabs, and Commando. So mass medium pulse here for the Dapper Raptors. And what do we have for the red team?
Let's take a look here. The red team, we got a Jenner Rifleman 2C Assassin, Commando Wolfhound, and a Direwolf. Oh, no, the Direwolf's a blow-up mech.
Yeah. Direwolf's a suicider. So we got a
It's like, what's like a Direwolf? Whoa, wait.
Okay, so Crossfire here opting to have a longer range mech in their selection here. Interesting, actually. Whereas the the Dapper Raptors, they do not. They definitely do not. Now we've got a scrap up here at the cap point. The Crossfire guys actually able to nab that, which is pretty handy for them. Oh, they just swap one over. But
yeah, sliver the cap, and now dancing behind that Charlie 3 hill there. Trying to keep them up at Erie's coming in with that push, or Dapper Raptors rather.
They are not mucking around, and Matt Moisa here is actually positioned really well to shoot if he stops running away. Uh-oh, that's bad. He had the perfect position.
Bailey needs to stop backing up and just run.
Oh, big
airstrike. Too
airstrike.
slowly when he's backing up, and he's taking too much return fire.
Now look at that.
Yeah, Crossfire's trying to get some back shots.
Huge good shots here from the Rifleman 2C in the back, but Bailey is legged. No, he's not. Almost. There's like 4 fights going on at the moment. Yeah,
well,
okay.
That's Division E in a nutshell. It's always chaos.
Yeah, so Bailey is actually legged at the moment. That's good.
And Slice takes him down. But Dapper Raptors turning around. They're turning away from that Charlie 3 hill now. They're all trying to work on that on the Assassin. Ignoring the Commando at the moment. Oh, never mind. The Urban Mech is taking out the Commando. They're trying to focus down the Commando right now, who's currently isolated, but the Jenner coming in.
The Commando is causing absolute havoc here. And that airstrike actually stripped off both teams, both mechs. So I don't know who dropped that, but somebody's got some team damage after that one.
Pretty sure it's Matt. Pretty sure it's Matt.
Meanwhile, this Rifleman is hanging out in the water, getting free shots on everybody. He's being completely ignored by Dapper Raptors.
But he's just not shooting
right
enough.
Now he's got no lines.
No lines.
Right now he's got no lines. Oh, there we go.
Barbecue and Fayek here need to just be a little bit more careful. Try and draw him out, but there is a significant mech advantage and percentage advantage here to the Raptors team. So Barbecue gets FLDR down, Kakia gets Fayek down. Matt has been legged here, and the Rothman 2C
And
finally.
he's advanced zooming as well.
Oh really?
At 200 meters.
That's a problem.
And down to the assassin.
Where are we at with the? Oh, I can't even click on the assassin. Stop moving. There we go. Oh shit, he's legged. Oh dear. Wow.
He was heat capped and he still managed to get a kill out, at least, so...
Yeah, absolutely. Kills are important because kills are points. So you definitely want to be doing that. Getting a kill at some point. Absolutely. Now, that's it. That's pretty it. I mean, the Dabo Raptors team here is actually reasonably good fresh. I mean, the Crab is nearly legged. Wolfhound is not even open on the leg at all, actually. And this Commando here, pretty fresh. So that was a pretty good drop there from the Raptors. Pretty good. Well done, indeed. I feel like all that they needed to do, I'm just sort of looking at the mountain where the Rothman 2C was at the start before he dropped off. If he just stood there and his team walked backwards into him, essentially screening, Dapper Raptors would have got eaten alive.
Oh, absolutely.
But it wasn't to happen. Run me through the damage numbers, Mr. Nutty, while we get ready here and I do the scoreboard business.
As soon as I can see them.
Oh, yep.
There we go.
It took a while, actually. That took a long time, man. The music was on for ages. What's going on tonight? Oh, dear.
All right, taking a look. It's pretty even damage across the board on the Dapper Raptors side. There's no real standouts. It's like 200 damage across the board. Meanwhile, over on CXF, you've got the Rifleman 2C dishing out the damage 622 with the Assassin on their team doing not too bad as well, 393 damage. And then, of course, the rest of the team is kind of bringing up the rear. The Wolfhound getting lost early and it really hurt them. But Dapper Raptors with that really patient move, like what I thought was kind of they pushed up and stopped. They did that on purpose to stay out of the Rifleman 2C's range, and they were able to fight the rest of the mechs and kind of squirreled their lights back.
Yep, pretty much. They just kept going backwards and forwards around that rock until they had enough of the Crossfire guys dead to expose and go out. And then, yeah, I mean, Ruffman doing 622 damage, a lot, but not enough to turn the tide of that fight.
A lot of that, though, was also spread.
Yep.
Because he was having the lead shots, it was going legs, it was going torsos, it was spread all over the place. So it wasn't effective damage.
Now we are off to Crimson Straight. That drop pretty much explains itself. I will jump over to map tactics. I want to have a bit of a doodle there, Die, with some arrows and stuff.
Sure.
All right, Crimson Straight Epsilon. Always interesting. We're going to see hardcore NSR from these two teams, I reckon. Doesn't matter what's going to happen. We might have one range mech, but I think we're going to see lots and lots of Hi-Ho Silver charging.
So with CXF being the team one, I think they're probably going to try doing something similar to what was run by the other CXF team earlier and try and take control of the cap early.
Yep.
I don't know if they're going to, they might run LRMs as well. I can't see Airy running a long range strat. I think they're going to just push straight across and aim to go probably through the city.
They are on the Team 2 side as well. So, yeah, it will... I've always said the Team 1, I just really feel Team 1 has a good, strong advantage, and a lot of teams just kind of aren't quite taking the advantage. Not quite. Although Crossfire did it last match of the Div B game, and SA kind of countered them in the end anyway. Although RNG's had a lot to say about that, funnily enough. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how. Oh no, you know what? Actually, I think Irie will try and put somebody on the island here. I wouldn't think we're going to see too many of them though. They may run that way. They also could even just run straight across here too. Depends which way. Kind of depends which way you want to go. If you want to go from Bravo, you can actually get across there a little bit quicker than going that way from the Alpha Lance. So, but I would definitely, definitely think that the extra flick boys over to the Epsilon. Hopefully a mech up here.
Team 1 locked, so 5 minutes for Team 2.
Yep. That's the other thing we see about lower division stuff is they lock in really fast. They got a plan and they're sticking to it and not changing. That does not happen lower div.
For better or for worse?
Yeah, that's true sometimes. Sometimes it is definitely not for the better, but well, you know, at that point, what do you do? Now, I'm just trying to update your logo here, Mr. Buddy. Why is that not showing up? Okay.
Right, both teams are locked.
Both teams, yep.
Both teams are locked. Okay, I'll try and fix your logo very, very quickly. Appearing on the bottom. No idea why it is not working.
And the other thing is, are we going to see strikes have as much impact on this drop as we did the last time we were on Crimson?
I don't think so. Oh, okay, there we go.
Because I got to say, man, if you have that much salt to gain, you're going to have to cause someone else a sodium deficiency.
I'm not sure about that. No airstrikes this game, please. No RNGs. We don't like entire games being decided entirely by nothing. That's... Now, where am I? I start on the blue team's side. So we have Summoner, Panther, Commando, Jade Kite, and a Rothman 2C. Looks like a lot of AC2s here. Apps. What do we see on the Raptor side there, Mr. Nutty, while I have a look at the builds?
Over on the Raptor side, we got a Hellbringer Virago, Rifleman 2C, Commando, Nightgeyer, and Wolfhound.
Okay. Ooh, ERPBCs rather than I thought maybe UAC 10s. Thought maybe UAC 10s actually for this team.
On the Virago, 4 ER meets 2 large pulse, so kind of a standard mid-range build.
Now, have a look at the Panther. Look where he's going, and look what he's doing. Having a quick look at the builds here for the Army guys. Yeah, I know, right?
Oh.
Full side harass business. Very interesting choice here.
Getting early vision on the team to get an idea of which way they're going. Looks like Erie's heading out Island way though.
The problem with, I think, they're sending the Panther over is this cross extra fleet guys have no control over Epsilon cap point. Like, one commando is not enough to hold this at all.
Yeah, and all he has to do is take a little bit of scratch damage and voila, cap points disrupted.
Oh. Yeah, basically what just happened.
Speaking of which, the commando has been bullied off the cap with Dapper Raptors getting some ticks on Epsilon.
I think they're going to get it easily. They couldn't even full cap it here. What do you think?
Well, and they've scouted map already.
I think so. They have to hurry up before that Rifleman 2C comes into vision there. There we go. The Rifleman 2C is doing its work, but they're already backing off. A strike hit, but looks like it was an air ball.
For some reason, the airstrike missed. Probably because the mechs weren't anywhere near it, but being a little bit cheeky there. Now, the FLDR, whatever, is firing large pulse at this Panther, which is so far outside the large pulse range. I'm not sure why, but this Panther is actually annoying.
Has the attention of like 2.
Yeah. He's got 2 guys locked in here. And this is now, what do you do, right? As Ari, do you try and keep your lights near the cap when you've got this guy constantly harassing you? You need your lights to go and deal with that, to stop him. Otherwise, that Panther's going to farm all game. It is going to be a problem. Not now, but it will be.
Well, and the other thing is I'm seeing from areas that this Wolfhound pilot's firing his medium pulse lasers at 700 meters.
Those dudes damage.
So, Riders coming around the side here on the wall with the Grinner. Gonna get some side shots here. Ozzy's Bud doesn't even notice he's there. Actually, I think he got a nice clean burn in his rear torso there on the Summoner. Yes, a very nice burn there from Ryder in the rear there. Now, we have
Strike
extra...
goes out on the Summoner.
Yep. What's gonna happen here?
Commando's standing still too much.
Nothing. Somehow, Nothing.
The summoner dodged it.
What?
Dodged it. The 2% damage is from the Wolfhound.
Oh, dude. How's this in comparison to last game?
Meanwhile, the Rifleman's starting to do work on the Hellbringer. FLDR turned around to kind of look to kind of do something about it, but the cap is still in Erie's favor here.
Unable to convert it now. Aussie Spud though is totally walked into the open here. He's trying to run away from the Grinner, but at the same time he's walked past about 4 buildings and he's now clean in the open and doesn't get punished for it at all because there's an airstrike on the hill. FLDR just ate 10% on the Hellbringer there from one airstrike.
Oh, watch Ryder. He's about to go into the back of that night gear.
About to say, look at this Wolfhound getting back shots in on the night guy right now.
Why shoot the legs? Shoot the torso.
Yep.
Oh, he's stuck on the ledge.
Oh, Ryder's stuck over the back here. Yes, got stuck on the ledge. All we need really now is Shotgun Fist, and I'm almost PBC. I'd almost say Aussie Spud because the summon is so maneuverable. Just come in here and fight. Oh, Slice! Slice is getting cut up. Open on the CT. Hang on, is this commander going to go down here? Oh, Shotgun Fist is teleporting all over the place. Australian internet at its best. Or maybe it's New Zealand, I'm not sure, but it's not very good, that's for sure.
No, they're all the same.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Well, it looks like Hellbringer starting to move up a little bit. It's getting a bit of harassment from this Panther. This Panther is doing work. It's like keeping so much attention on the island towards them as opposed to looking towards the team. They now have 3 mechs looking towards the Panther.
And in the meantime, though, what is important is the extra fleet guys have actually taken the cap point back. So they are now accruing tickets. The 2 light mechs here for the Raptors team are very, very weak. And I wouldn't say the Hellbringer's in very good condition either, to be honest. 64% here. He's eaten a couple of airstrikes. He's very red armor all over the shop. Now he's at 56%, 53%.
Well, he's pushing right into those 2 mechs.
Yeah.
Push.
I think Irie...
straight in vision of the Rifleman.
They want the cap back, but they're not going to get it doing it like this. That's for sure. And this Panther is a mega pain in the ass. Oh! Hellbringer halved. Hellbringer halved. Hellbringer CT.
Matt is open CT on the Rifleman.
Open CT on the Rifleman as well. Okay, yes. Oh, open head too.
Yeah, that'll just be down to shaving the head armor.
And the 2 lights here from the extra fleet team, just trying to find angles, but the commando is super weak here from Slice. Like, it's one shot, one good shot, and it's dead. And it's dead. No, he lives to fight another day. That Panther's still going crazy up the top there. Like, causing a massive, massive problem for these Irie team here. Massive problem. And actually, look at the night gear and the Rothman 2C. They're actually down to 57% and 89% there as well. Very good job here from this Panther. Very good job. And look at this. Captain Miller is kept totally busy here. Oh, Blood Eagle, Matt Moisa gets him down there with some AC2
Leg
fire.
commando.
Captain Miller here, just too busy.
Shotgun his leg.
Yep, Captain Miller too busy just looking here at the Panther to really do a hell of a lot. And Shotgun Fist goes down in the commando though. Yikes.
Too much standing still.
Yep. This is an interesting game. This is all over the joint.
But what I'm noticing is that he's running and firing his SRMs and that's fine. But every time he's firing his medium lasers, he's slowing down to line up his shot.
Yep.
Which, those god tier hitboxes on the commando only work when you're actually, continually moving.
Yeah, Crossfire certainly they have the Night Guy under control. As soon as he peaks, he gets a lot of shots taken on him. You got the two light mechs in the city that aren't able to do very much. They're basically under control by the Summoner.
Geez, that grin is really hurt now.
But he's exposed his back really badly.
Yeah, 1 shot on that torso now and he's dead. Aussie Spud going to be able to do it or not? I don't know. Aussie Spud, though, getting harassed by 2 lights, 1 at a time. They're kind of just tag teaming him here. Needs to back out of the range of that medium pulse. That Panther's still going crazy, right? Yeah, still. Captain Miller is just totally preoccupied with a mech who kind of really wouldn't have had much impact if you just ignored him and just got on with it. Got into the fight. Oh, dear. We have...
3.
Sorry?
I was about to say 3 ER large
airstrike.
Panther just sitting there. Oh!
That was airstrike. I think an airstrike there from Matt got out the commando there of Slice. I'm pretty certain that was what happened. Oh dear. Airstrikes again. Crimson Strait. Must be a thing. Captain Miller here, losing basically his entire mech to a large large Panther. Good work though by golly in that Panther. That is definitely shaken up what was going to happen here, or what Irie maybe thought was going to happen. And look at that.
There we go. The Panther finishes it off. Wow.
Gets a kill for all his efforts. Slowly working him for the last 9 minutes. 9 minutes nearly of working that night guy.
Oh, it reminds me of Paul Keating talking to Alexander Downer. I want to do you slowly.
Oh no, Blood Eagle. One of our island mechs with the wrong build. Oh no.
Oh dear, that's not good.
I imagine it was the Hellbringer.
Yeah, maybe meant to be ER larges. Although, I mean, how much difference would the ER larges have made here? Hard to say. I mean, that Panther from Extra Fleek has actually kept them very, very busy the entire game. I mean, in a way, the Hellbringer couldn't shoot, right? So he had to move up and do something. I mean, the Panther
the only way it would work is if it was like a Hellbringer with ER larges and a large targeting computer to at least be able to outrange him.
But then the other thing is, though, is that the Panther would have then just tied up 2 heavies rather than 1. Rather than just tying up the Night Guy, he would have been tying up 2 mechs, which might have worked even better in their favor. I don't know. It's hard to say.
They would have been better served to ignore the Panther and just move on to the other side of the island where the Panther had no lines.
Yep, pretty much just drop over this side and into the water and use the back end. I'm just sort of looking here for the viewers, sort of over the back, just walk over the ledge. Panther ain't going to do shit to you at that point. If you camp this side here, shooting across, Panther not going to be able to do much at all. A long game. A long game. Another one. Run us through the damage numbers. Let's go.
Taking a look at damage, the Night Guy on Extra Fleek doing 560 damage, and their Rifleman 2C dishing out the damage as well, 486. The Summoner certainly doing well. So the three heavies certainly doing a ton of work, but the Commando and the Panther doing 317 damage with those 3 ER larges from Saddle. Meanwhile, over on the Erie side, you've got the Wolfhound and the Rifleman 2C dishing out actually a respectable amount of damage, 482 and 451 respectively. The Night Guy, though, wasn't able to do a lot of damage with only 50 damage. The Hellbringer and Commando were not bad, 237 and 148. So overall not bad, but certainly that Panther was an interesting choice, and it sat in an interesting position.
And worked. Did work. Like there was just constant laser fire streaming out there. It wasn't as if he was sort of sitting there and not doing much. Constant needling. Very well played.
And what really struck me there was the fact that CXF didn't prematurely tip their hand. That cap didn't initially go the way they wanted. They went, all right, cool, let's pull back. Just play it patient. We'll retake it eventually.
Yeah. And good play. That was some very good patience. Now, swapping these guys around. Oh, hang on. What am I doing there? Now, what map are we up to next? It is Caustic Valley. Oh, I forgot to change it to daytime last map. That was lucky dodge. Jeez, that could have been worse.
Whoops.
That could have been a lot worse. But no, it's okay. Didn't happen. So we have Caustic Valley bringing up the map strat. Oh. What do you think? Because anything can happen, honestly. Anything can happen here.
Well, let's take a look. Of course, it's the Epsilon. It's going for the Epsilon point. So from Team 1, you've got a lot of ooh, let me get the actual lines. There we go. You've got your ability to push into Epsilon if you want. You've got standoff locations in various spots, especially back here in like Gulf 3. Gives you a lot of coverage. On Team 2 side, certainly they can push across as water rather effectively, but the problem is they'd be pushing across within within full view of their mechs. So the other option is to kind of work their way around here and try to bully any long range mechs. But a Div B, who knows, right? Who knows what's going to happen?
Yep, you don't.
The other thing in lower div matches to really take into account is that you tend to have one primary drop caller, and when they get focused, then things start to fall apart a bit because it takes a couple of seconds for them to jump into another mech and start calling again.
Yeah.
There's way less independence among pilots at the lower end than there is at the upper end.
Yep. Absolutely true. There is definitely in the higher end teams, there's a little bit more, I guess, autonomy about it as well. You know, if your drop caller goes down, you've got your role, you've got to play, you're doing what you're doing anyway. Doesn't matter so much. Generally, that's why we see a little bit more sort of mid-range and brawling from lower div teams, just for that reason, because it's easier to stay coordinated. You're in a big group. And plus Death Ball, pretty strong. Nothing wrong with the old Death Ball. So, these guys are getting slowly ready here. Won't take them too much longer. This drop on Caustic is actually up to, what are we up to? Drop 3. So it is 3 mediums and 2 big fat boy assault mechs. And the team 1 are locked in with 325 tons heavy and Charlie Lance. The team 1. Okay, so yeah, they're definitely going for some hard cap control, perhaps. Over to the map strap very quickly to draw that up here. All heavy Charlie, so I'm expecting them to be in this sort of, in this region, perhaps. Crossfire guys moving around all over the place. Pretty heavy Charlie. One dude in Bravo again. So we might see an all-in brawl on Epsilon.
Or we might see Clag.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
It is open enough.
Ooh.
Both teams are locked.
Ooh. We may well see Clagatory. Perhaps. Could be. We'll find out. What do you reckon, Nutty? Yes or no? We're going to see it or not? What are the odds here? What do you think?
You know, it's open enough that it absolutely could happen. I can totally see it. I could totally see it. I know because in scrims we've had it brought against us and internal it's a very LRM friendly position.
And it's sink or swim too. It either works really well or you get absolutely stomped because of it. It's I feel like there's no middle ground with the Levs. Yeah, it's all or nothing.
We saw Lev's team insist on bringing Clag, and it did not work out for them.
It didn't go particularly well for them. No. Okay, I'm on the red team side. We have a Vapor Eagle, a Madcat 2B, Assassin, Phoenix Hawk, and a Annihilator 2A. What do we have on the blue team side? Well, I have a look at these builds here.
All right, on the team side, we got a Vulcan Vapor Eagle Assassin 21, a Sleipnir, and a Direwolf.
Ooh! Really?
Yeah, and I also have the little side bug, so I have to hold down my letter D the whole time.
Oh, yeah, I hate that. That is the one thing when I'm casting that really gives me the shits, honestly. It just drives me nuts. 4 Ultra 5, okay.
But there we go. They're pushing. They seem to be pushing straight in. The Sleipnir kind of off on its own on the left.
Extra Fleek are like, we're not giving up the cap point when there's a lot of mechs here for the Raptors. Oh dear. Oh, Freerider gonna be in some trouble here, I think. I like the commitment to the cap, but this is risky. And no, he doesn't get the cap. Eats 20% damage for his efforts, though. Oh dear.
We do not question his commitment to Sparkle Motion.
No, no, we don't. Okay, so we've got a lot more mechs here for the Raptors here up and defending this cap point here. The Shotgun Fist is moving across open.
Look at it, the percentage he's gone down to 74%.
Yeah, Golly taking a ton of PPCs.
I think he actually shut down as well. Like, actually may have done some structure damage to himself there by overheating a little bit. Captain Miller poked around the corner, got hammered a little bit for that. I already have kind of a reasonable spread here, but FLDR over in the back here has eaten an airstrike and is down at 62% in his Direwolf. In the meantime, the CrossFit guys are coming around the side here, the mediums, sorry, to try and harass this assault here of Captain Miller. And, oh dear, the assassins. The assassin fight is on.
Yeah. The Annihilator's also exposing against the Sleipnir, taking some damage. The Cyclops is moving, though, towards towards the rest of their team. They're moving left around this hill, taking a look at that assassin.
Yeah.
Oh, Freerider getting shellacked.
Yeah, Free Rider getting absolutely hammered here. That said, I mean, the assault here is open for these guys, but in the meantime, Barbecue has wandered across the open here and is open everywhere. One touch CT on the Annihilator.
Look at Raptors though; they got 3 mechs that are above 80% health at the moment. Meanwhile, Kalan the Cross Fleet is they're pretty hurt, and they only got 1 mech just around 74%, but going down fast. That Mad Cat B.
Yeah, Mad Cat, he's the only one with armor left, and I tell you what, it ain't going to last too much longer at this point. That said, the Direwolf over the back has just taken another airstrike, is legged, open everywhere, no armor left. That's 2 mechs down, though, for extra fleet.
90%. Is he the Black Knight? It's his only a flesh wound.
Now, there's an airstrike here on
There we
Captain
go.
Miller.
The Mad Cat goes down.
Yeah. And airstrike somehow missing again, entirely. Look at that. 1% from an in the middle of an arty strike, 1%. What is going on in an assault? Are you serious? I think Matt here is trying to get a kill, but I don't think he's going to convert. This is going to be a 5-0 wipe here for the Raptors. 5-0 wipe.
And there we go.
Wow, that was fast.
This is swinging backwards and forwards like a pendulum.
That was fast. That was a fast 5-0. Very quick. Damage numbers. Uh-oh.
Wow. FLDR and that Direwolf, 1,000, over 1,100 damage, 1,184 damage in that Direwolf. That Direwolf
Nutty,
is
can you
doing
hit
work.
publish for me, please?
What?
Yep.
So, I just want to make sure that someone hits publish on these, because in the lower divs, people do tend to forget it.
I'll do it. Oh. Yeah. 1,100,
All right.
man. Jeez.
Yeah, 1,184 damage. The Sleipnir didn't do too bad as well, 422. The rest of the mechs were doing okay, but that unfortunately the Vulcan got shut down a little bit. He only able to eke out 60 damage. On the red team, you've got the Annihilator 2A doing a respectable 618 damage, and then everybody else actually pretty decent damage numbers all around on the red team, except for that Phoenix Hawk eking out 124 damage. And I don't know, might have done some team damage.
I
Looking at that match score.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain there was a friendly strike at some point. That sort of middle section of the game. So, yeah. Interesting drop there. Crossfire kind of played it a little bit wacky. I'm going to bring up the map strat there if someone wants to sort of draw kind of what happened. I think that overcommitting to the Epsilon cap point at the start kind of hurt them a little bit too.
Yeah, what they did was actually really great. So on team 1, they really let me draw this in blue.
Yep.
They really took the high ground. Like they kept control over the high ground and in those 2 spots for sure. And I can't remember where the other 2, but Erie tried to, or was it Erie? Was red team? No.
Extra Fleet with the red team. Yep.
Yeah, Extra Fleet was red team. So Extra Fleet tried to get some control by having one of their having their Vapor Eagle here with ATMs to try to trade, but the Direwolf sat kind of in, I think it was in this area, and that Direwolf just had, it was just able to dish out the damage without having to commit very much.
I think it was even further back here, maybe at some point. I think it was a bit further forward. Yeah. But I think having ATMs.
By to your comment about team damage, I just checked.
Yep.
The highest team damage in that match was 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
There you go. But yeah,
So that low match score was just because Matt didn't do a lot of damage.
I think the ATMs here was kind of Extra Fleet's undoing a little bit, just because I'm assuming they were, that they were assuming that the Raptors are going to have a mech a little bit closer. But those ATMs firing at this point are, 600-700 meters, 800 meters. There was, even some shots on the Direwolf. It's got to be close to 1,000 meters. So ATM's kind of not really doing their job on that side of the map. They probably would have been better in and around this area. Pop-tarting, especially when they had the Raptors assault mech here as well. Could have easily farmed that Sleipnir with the ATMs, just pop-tarting around the ledge and really giving him a workout. So I think if you're going to put a mech over in this point, in that sort of Fox 6 area, it needs to have a bit more range than ATMs. Yeah, Peeps actually would have gone quite well. Pop-tarting there would have actually really Direwolf in the back here. Kept his head down quite nicely. Nonetheless, though, go back to it. We're off to Morning Collective. Now, Collective. There we go. Someone's already done it for me. Beautiful. Thank you very much.
I got you. I got you.
Now, Team 1. The Across Fleek guys are loaded up into Charlie, Lance. Yeah, what do you think we might see? But they're locked into Charlie, and Charlie, I think, for the other team as well. Oh.
Are we going to see an Echo Line push? We might see an Echo Line push here.
These are exactly the same Lance placements that the other CXF team played in their match against Smokeouters. There's a possibility they maybe were scrimming internally and they've decided, yep, we're going to do that.
Could be. This could just be W into W equals M. 2 M's. I don't know. This will be interesting. Maybe we're just going to see an outright brawl. I don't know. Not sure.
Well, the difference being is Raptors. They have one mech sitting in Bravo, which means they might be trying to go for a little bit of Overwatch.
Actually, no, he's Alpha Lance actually. So if he's Alpha here, could conceivably.
No, I'm talking Bravo. Team 2.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Actually, well, that. You know what? They might just be kind of trying to do the Overwatch opposite each other. Like this way and this way and this way. There might be, both teams have sort of said, oh, we'll send a little mech around to the edge just a little bit. And you know what? That'll work. You need a bit of map awareness. An ERPPC mech is Pop-Tarter in a medium because this drop allows for 1 medium, 2 heavies, and 3 assaults being a drop 4. So having that in the medium is definitely viable. Even the heavy could do it as well. Oh, hang on. These guys are ready to go. Go. Oh, no mucking around for them today. Good. Lower divs, fast divs. Always. I don't think I've ever seen a lower div team take 5 minutes. And that's not an invite to start either, by the way, anyone watching. That is not a, we need to start taking
Please
5
don't.
minutes. Yeah, please don't. Especially if you don't need to. That gives me the shits.
No, remember, Worlds 2016, we took the full time. Most of it was because of, one pilot who was never ready, even though we were shouting them, are you fucking ready or what?
Oh, yeah. What? Half asleep all the time. Now, I'm on the red team side, I think, yes, when these guys drop in. So I'll do, what is it, the Raptors side I have. Yeah, we have a Cyclops, Annihilate, Warhammer, Bloodasp, and interestingly, a Shadowcat. So, yeah, medium doing ER Peeps business, as we sort of thought from that red team. And what do we have on the blue team?
So on the blue team, we get a Summoner, a Mad Cat B, an Annihilator 2A, a Fafnir, and a Vapor Eagle.
Hey.
And yeah, it looks like they're pushing straight up the Echo line here right away. Taking a look at the Fafnir. The Fafnir's got its quad LB10.
No, can you press Q and backspace for us, as well as spacebar?
Yeah, I did that already.
Might take it. Now, what we have here
Now I am.
is a much more aggressive Irie drop deck, because the Warhammer isn't Gauss. I thought, it might have been. It's actually 2 LBX20s. So this is going to be push into push here. Is Shotgun Fist ready for this? A CXF ready? I don't know.
I don't know. CXF, they have a lot of short range, but
Irie just taking the
Raptors,
charge up
they've
to the
got
middle.
So much.
Irie think it's quick play. Oh dear, Free Rider, Airstrike. Hammered. Annihilator, Blood Eagle getting hammered as well. This is just Daka on Daka right now. Captain Miller needs to get into the fight. Yep, sorry.
Raptors beat them up to the cap, and the Shadowcat's actually doing pretty decent from up there, keeping them under control. But here we go. We got the assaults pushing up the ramp.
Well, Ryder's been kind of
running
isolated.
into that blood asp.
Yeah, Ryder's been isolated down here, and he's going to get picked on 3-on-1 because the Irie team is a little bit out of position here, not able to back his blood asp, and he gets destroyed in a second.
Yeah, those three
the other
mechs
thing
just
was
standing
Slice
tall and
was
taking
coming
them out.
around to Slice was coming around the corner to try and help, but delayed it way too long and wound up facing 3 mechs that had just killed 1 mech.
Captain
Who could
Miller's
then
The
turn on him.
Sleipnir's trying to look for back shots on the Annihilator. The Fafnir looks like it's been
open
halved.
CT.
No open CT, very red CT.
There's nothing left of that Fafnir. He has to be mega careful there. And Captain Miller was getting shot in the arse the entire time and just kind of didn't realize what was going on there. Hasn't hurt him too much, but he's now open. Shotgun Fist has lost his torso there to an airstrike. Oh, airstrike, what's it going to do? Oh, Free Rider takes a shit ton of damage. Shotgun Fist has taken a shit ton of damage as well. Oh, dear.
Meanwhile, outside of the major main battle, you do have a Shadowcat versus Vapor Eagle way up here in the Charlie line.
Oh,
The Vapor
dear.
Eagle down at 50%.
Oh,
down
dear.
to 1 PPC.
Yeah.
Down to 0 PPCs. The Vapor Eagle sticked.
This is... It's funny, right? There's no mechs left for Irie, but Crossfire have no percentages. They're all open, and they're all... Half of them don't have any weapons either, half the time. I mean, the Fafnir is alive, but it's 1 touch from death. There is 1 single shot will kill it off. And the Shadowcat's... Oh, hang on, the Shadowcat's lost his weapons. I didn't see that. Oh, no. Shadowcat without weapons is, not very useful. Captain Miller finishes off the Mad Cats. Aussie Spud... Still kind of fresh here, fresh enough in the Summoner that it should be able to live long enough. Finishes off Captain Miller. Now can finish off the cap point, and there's no way I can see that Crossfire are going to lose. The Shadowcat can't do anything. He has no weapons. Well, that was a quick and furious fight into nothingness. What they need to be doing careful here though is taking a cap point. Golly needs to be careful not to cap anything yet because they still need to kill off the Shadowcat, which I don't think is going to happen because the Shadowcat is running away, but it won't matter in the end anyhow though because Extra Fleet have the cap point. All they need to do is just let it tick up to 86 tickets, well 87, which will happen in less than 5.5 minutes, and they win. Oh,
Yeah, the
dear.
Shadowcat...
Oh my god.
What?
Oh,
Strike kill.
my fucking
Strike
god.
kill.
Are you serious?
What the
Oh,
actual...
Oh, man. Matt goes down there with a cherry red CT to an airstrike. I think this is the 5th airstrike kill today. Thank you, RNGesus. Now, Aussie Spud knows where the Shadowcat is running to go and hide off in the back corner of the map to try and deny some points, I guess. So Aussie Spud knows he's here. I think. No, he knows he's in the area, but doesn't know he's in the back corner of the map. So, yeah, okay. I mean, he's probably going to work it out soon enough when you sort of realize the Shadowcat isn't in this area anymore. It's a torso Shadowcat. It can't run away that quickly, even though it does have the mask. But, yeah, I mean, the game's going to be over in a few tickets anyway, so... Doesn't matter if they don't get the kill or not. They're definitely going to get all the points for the win. They're just going to get the extra point there for the kill.
Yeah, absolutely good. I'll say good movement by Clan Extra Fleet when they pushed up the Echo line, and they all exposed at once to the first kill. The first kill of the match.
As far as area go, they're sitting there going, well, Extra Fleet are on 139 points before we started today. We're on 170. We need to deny them every point possible because there is potential, depending on how they go in the last rounds, of them overtaking us.
Yep, absolutely there is. There is definitely leaderboard position at stake here. And, well, I mean, it's gonna depend on Extra Fleet's later drops because these drops now are going to be pretty even on points. So, especially after this drop here, a lot of mechs dying. Guys, actually, I have to... Once we know the actual result with whether the Shadowcat dies or not, find out. But there we go. The points have now ticked over in the Extra Fleet's favor. There's no way they're going to lose the match.
So now we have to wait the 3 minutes and 30 seconds for the extra point.
Look at all the bodies up here in the middle. There is a lot of mechs that died in about 200 meters of each. There is a lot of dead dudes here. Oh wow. But yeah, that was a good movement, as you said, over this hill here. Just looking at it for the viewers, up and over, and then yeah, Ryder and that Blood Asp getting totally isolated from his team by electing to not run up the ramp. But when you get picked by an Annihilator, a Mad Cat, and a Fafnir, probably not going to last all that long.
Ryder would have been better off going around that corner and just waiting for him to actually push up on Fader and then getting back shots.
Yeah, Ryder would have either backed around this corner here or even backed further back here, behind, you know, the crane. Because the crane actually has some weird-ass janky hitboxes as well. So, or even on the side of the ramp here, just looking down, peek over the ramp with those nice high Blood Asp mounts. Yeah, you kind of, if you get isolated like that, and you got some DACA...
Well, Aussie Spuds are going to find him.
No, Aussie Spud's over here.
Sorry, not Aussie Spud. Golly's going to find him.
Golly's looking for him. Golly's going to find him. Whereas Aussie Spud came this way before, so...
Yeah, look at that. He spotted him.
Oh, now Aussie Spud's running over. Okay, so...
Oh, Golly put a strike on him.
Oh, hang on. What? Oh, hang on. No, Golly's got no weapons either. Hang on. Golly can't even kill him. Oh, my God. What? I didn't even realize the Vapor Eagle was stripped. So we've got two stripped mechs now, just having a look at each other. Oh, Jesus.
That's right, boys. Cuddle it out.
Oh, so, okay. So now Aussie Spud's coming all the way back now. Oh, my God. So Aussie Spud walked all the way up to Theta, was sitting up high, looking everywhere, trying to find where the Shadow Cat was. Now he has to walk all the way back when he basically... He didn't scout the only corner where those Shadow Cat was where he didn't scout it. Oh my God.
But the Shadow Cat's doing the work for him though, because he's moving. So now he's in vision. There we go.
This is a disaster. Oh my God. All Aussie Spud had to do was turn left, not right back then too. And this would have been over 3 minutes sooner. That's all. But he's got to kill him in a minute. Is he going to get him? Yep. Torsos. Oh, rear torso now. Hang on. He's going to jump up. Oh man.
Oh,
Oh, no. He's actually going to get away. I can't believe this. This is... Oh, man. He just should have legged him. Just should have legged the Shadow Cat. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere then. Now, Aussie Spud's got stuck on the pipes here. Oh, dear. I don't think...
Can't kill the pipe, can't kill the leg Shadow Cat.
Now, if FDLR flies across here, he could get killed off. It's possible... Oh, no! FLDR's gone into the open and got himself killed! He didn't need to go that way!
Gone right.
Yeah, he should have gone right. Yep. Oh, my God. Wow. Okay. Oh, dear. He should have gone right.
Golly, we did tell him to go leg.
He read my mind. All right, damage numbers. Run me through it while I do the scoreboard.
All right, looking at Clan Extra Fleek. Let me see here. You got the Mad Cat B doing 653 damage. The Annihilator and Fafnir, they're in the 400 to 500 range there. The Summoner doing work with 504 damage, and the Vapor Eagle got stripped relatively early in the game. 161 damage, basically 1v1ing the Shadow Cat early on. Over on the Dapper Raptor side, the Sleipnir did a respectable 508 damage, 402 from the Blood Asp. Not bad for getting caught out pretty early on. And then you got the Shadow Cat doing 286 again, getting those side shots, and then doing that 1v1 with the Vapor Eagle, and then the Warhammer and Annihilator 290 and 309 respectively.
Pretty funny, I think, that the Vapor Eagle and the Shadow Cat basically stripped each other with their 1v1. Like,
pretty much.
When does that happen? Oh dear. Now, I'll bring up the map strat quickly if someone wants to draw what happened there while I reset for the lobby, because we're up to the drop 5, which is 250-ton limit on River City.
I'll let you handle that, Nutty.
All right, so looking at Team 1's movement, Team 1 kind of pushed straight up the Echo line and approached the ramps here. Meanwhile, you had the Dapper Raptors on Team 2. They took control of Theta quite early on, and they had Overwatch over this area here by the Shadow Cat. You've got the 3 assaults that did a very slow lumbering push for Team 1 up the Echo line, taking a lot of fire from that Shadow Cat. And then when they get up here, like we mentioned before, we had a Blood Asp that was right there that faced a wall of 3 mechs. Meanwhile, you had the Sleipnir kind of sitting behind there, trying to get back shots, but didn't do too well. And then it was just all over the place right around Theta.
Yep.
And then, of course, after all of that, we had the duel between the Shadowcat and the Vapor Eagle, and then, of course, we had the Benny Hill ending there.
Yeah.
Of where is the Shadowcat?
Yeah, hide and Shadowcat seek almost. Right, now we are off to the last map of the day, and that is River City Conquest. 250-ton limit. You can bring a duplicate now if you want. Oh, what do you think? What do you think?
Well, I suspect that Fox 6 is going to be a very interesting grid to watch. What do you think? It depends, right? Because you can have like a really kind of light Overwatch if you do like twin Vapor Eagles or twin Riflemen or something along those lines. But there's not a lot of tonnage to work with when you're talking about 250 tons in a drop. So doing any kind of like trading is out of the question. It turns into generally does turn into a brawl, whether it's in Fox 6 or if it's in Fox 5 Echo 5, depending on whether both teams W keys or not.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of F6. a lot of F6. a lot. I've seen a lot of it. And sometimes it doesn't, maybe it doesn't end up in F6. Sometimes it can end up sort of more around sort of the Echo 5. If the Team 2 brings sort of that more rangy, you tend to sort of see that the blue team just sort of cross over, use all the cover, and then up and in. So
very interesting. Team 1 full stacks Bravo, and drops one person up in Alpha. So they're certainly going for that straight line push. But you'd think that they would do that from Alpha because it would get you into the gardens faster.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting how they do it. Bravo seems to work just because I think a lot of teams like the cover and the approach because you can't really see them until you get to sort of this point almost that corner of F7. If you do have I should say, yeah, just almost get to here. If you've sort of got your lights in here and doing the capping, you can move your entire team through Bravo, no worries. Even if you have a mech up here, if you're looking down here, you can see them coming. You can't see them coming from Bravo. So if you're doing a broad push, that might be the strategy, which I think we're going to see here. It's generally not long too rangy. It's generally more brawly. Let's go get in their face sort of business here on these last drops in the lower divisions. And we're up and running. So let us go. Let's have a look.
The other thing that's been really good to see, just how many lower div teams we've had sign up this season. It's it's really good to see people getting involved in comp.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Comp is for anybody. You can be a dirty, filthy casual. You can want to improve and then sort of climb your way up through the divs, or you can work on it all the time and be in those upper divs and keep playing for years like plenty of people have. Up to you what you want to do, how you want to play. Comp is for everybody. It truly is. And it's Mech Warrior with a difference. That's the best part. It's not quick play. It's generally not running in circles, shibaggery. There's generally more teamwork because, well, that's the aim of it. And, sometimes it works out and you win. Sometimes you have a strategy and it kind of doesn't work out either. That's part of learning, and you get better from that too. Especially watching shoutcasts and all the matches. There's scrims. Plenty of stuff available for all teams. And resources too. Now, I'm on the...
especially in these 5...
Oh, you go.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
go
ahead.
So I'm on these guys here. We've got a linebacker, Fleabags, Veagle, a Vulcan, and a linebacker. So 2 linebackers, and that's what it's going to be. NSR from the blue team.
All right, yeah, on the red team, we got a quick draw. We've got a Rifleman 2C, 2 Commandos, and a Night Gyre.
Oh, okay. So we've got an Ultra 10, SRM 6, no Artemis, and heavy medium lasers on the Vapor Eagle. That is a lot of face time. Significant face time. Okay, so we've got a lot of twos.
Looking at the Night Gyre. The Night Gyre's long range AC2. Obviously, the same thing with the Rifleman. The Rifleman 2 as well with the standard 6 AC2 build. You've got the IV4, which will be an MRM 20 and an MRM 40. Interesting. So as opposed to 2 MRM 30s.
Yeah, so you save a ton. So you get an extra jump hit or extra heatsink or something if you want to do 20s and 40s. That's the reason.
Gotcha.
There is a little bit of ghost heat, I think, but it's non-existent. Doesn't matter.
Big fight at Theta. It's 2v4, 2v5 rather. The two commandos are duking out with a linebacker, Flea, and the second linebacker is coming up as well. But those commandos trying to get out. The commandos didn't take a lot of damage when you considered how many mechs were coming at them.
And that was a friendly airstrike there from Raptors that I think Tuna Fist and the Flea ran into, and just by nothing other than pure RNGesus didn't get hit from it. Like, nearly killed himself then. One airstrike on a Flea is dead. Like, that is instant death. But the RE moving up.
Chasing down the Flea at the moment, and the other commando is way out in the hotel line, making its way towards him now.
So Fayek has kind of isolated himself a little bit here, and the Raptors are all over him. Kind of getting caught out. He needs to be a little bit kind of closer with his mates, but he's kind of not. He's getting shot in the back, he's getting shot in the legs, he's getting shot in the torsos. Oh dear, this is rough. This is a clusterfuck of a game now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these two commandos are doing work, trying to squirrel the Raptors.
Linebacker here. I'm trying to click on all the mechs at once. There's so much going on. I can't click on everything quick enough. Okay, so
4 goes down.
Fayek,
Linebacker 32%.
Linebacker's knackered.
25%.
Oh, airstrike then, massive there. Aussie Spud lost about 40%, I think, in 1 second just from an airstrike. That's ridiculous again. Oh dear. Oh man, airstrikes going off everywhere. There is no strike control among these teams whatsoever. They're just dropping them left, right, and center. Matt's doing the best he can here with the range, but Kaki, our linebacker, very fresh. Charging in now. Matt is going to be in some serious trouble here now. 3 mechs all over him. All over his shit. Oh dear. Oh dear, this is not going well.
Oh, the rifleman lost an arm and is not doing too good.
Not good at
that linebacker
all.
pushing right
Commander
into him.
goes down with goalie.
Yeah, this is rough now. Crossfire just lost the angles there with their AC2 mechs, and they had to drop down, and that really cost them the advantage there, I feel. Oh, another airstrike out in the middle here. Look at this. Team damage. Oh, there you go. Flee down to 47% from 61 from a single airstrike from a teammate. That's got to be team damage from Kakia, I reckon.
I actually think that for a strike was put down by shotgun.
Oh, you reckon? Maybe, might have.
Yeah, he's trying to take advantage of his mobility to get some crossfire to get some team damage happening.
Did you just make that joke, Nutty?
And he gets taken out. Bang. Bang, bang. Well.
Wow. What just
happened?
Yeah,
this
I'm
has
a
literally
bit-
been a pendulum every single drop.
I'm a bit the same. Like, oh, geez, what actually happened there? Now, damage numbers.
taking a look, the Flea on Dapper Raptor side doing 452 damage. Now that's pretty good for a Flea, all things considered. You got the Vulcan with 511. Wow, really high damage numbers all around on Eerie. Save for the linebacker who kind of it was fairly early on. I think that he died fairly early on in the brawl. I mean, with 303 damage. Over on these on the cross fleek side, you've got let me see here, the Rifleman 2C dishing out 401 damage. The quick draw not being able to dish out a lot of damage with 180. Meanwhile, the commandos, the shotgun fist in the last surviving commando did really respectable 377 damage. And then the other commando 239, and Night Guy rounds it out with 256.
Yeah, Fayek there, you're just getting a little bit caught out in the IV4, kind of forcing the AC2 mechs to either let him go or go down and help. And obviously they elected to go down and help, but yeah, once you lose that high ground position, you do lose a lot of your angles in the buildings with AC2s. A lot of your angles. So there we go. That rounds out that. Probably don't need a map strapper too hard. Well, at all actually, because pretty obvious what happened. It was an all-in brawl. And so we go to the final scoreboard here. Once it tallies up. So we have Dapper Raptors with the win today, taking 36 points. And then Extra Fleeks finishing off the afternoon today with 23 points. So a decent point haul for both teams. Now, let me have a look quickly at the ladder and what that may mean. Mr. Daidachi, do you want to maybe comment on that?
So 23 points for Clan Extra Fleek puts them pretty much above Pi for the moment, so it'll be interesting to see how Pi do in their next match. What it does mean is that Dapper Raptors are firmly at the top and have a nice little barrier between themselves, Pi, and Extra Fleet.
I think Pi actually played earlier today. I think they were cast about 3 or 4 hours ago. So it'll be interesting once the leaderboards are updated for that match. I don't actually know the outcome. I think it was the cast before mine actually, so didn't actually get a chance to really watch it setting up. So very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, I've got the codes here. I'll update that in probably the next 15-20 minutes and we'll get it worked out.
Absolutely excellent. Well, that rounds out the cast today. Nutty, thank you for joining me, mate, at pretty much last minute, like 24 hours style, last minute.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for having me. It's great to be back in a casting chair again. I miss it.
Good. Well, hopefully we get some more out of you over the next couple of weeks. Thank you, Mr. Dadachi, for joining me again today, mate. Much appreciated. Special commentary and all the rest of it. And guys, thank you to all you viewers out there for tuning in. It's been great. Thanks to all the teams today. There's been a shit ton of games. Check the leaderboards. Updates will be done over the next 10, 12, 24 hours or so. And we'll be back again. Well, we're back again next week. Do it all again. Nutty, thank you very much. Dadachi, thank you very much. And everyone else, good night. Good afternoon.
Good night, everyone.
See you next time. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Later.